What's going on, everybody? How y'all doing? Y'all excited? Look what happened. I have some headbuds. Them clunky headphones. I couldn't take it no more. How's everyone doing? What's going on? Thank you, Laura, for holding it down. Hit that like button on your way in. I'm trying to hold on a second because my headphones are not. It's not picking up. Okay. How's everyone doing? Happy Friday to everybody. Y'all good? I no longer have the clunky headphones. No longer with the clunky headphones. I gave them to my son. There we go. Y'all, these headbuds are so much better and they're wireless. I'm so happy. Y'all have no idea how happy I am. What's going on, everybody? Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Whew. I apologize for my lateness. I am, 6, 7, 8 minutes late. So I apologize for that. Just trying to get situated for the evening. Had to pick the boys up from school, make sure they got dinner. My oldest son's birthday's coming up. So lots of stuff going on. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Happy Friday. We have a watch party, episodes 7 through 9 of Lenon Honor series on the war on black boys. You guys got your Kool-Aid and your popcorn ready because you're going to need it. Y'all, the last 2 lives we've had with these watch parties have been something else when it came to the Prince of PCB. Something else. I mean, constantly learning more about this clown, and it's just like, wow. I'm kind of glad, I had a credit on the Amazon account from you guys donating gift cards, and I was like, let me give me some better headphones. Y'all, hearing him sniffle and snort and all of that in my ear, oh, gross. Plus, I mean, the headphones is pushing down my hair. It was doing a lot of things I didn't want to do. So thank all of you in the Lady Luck Club for all the contributions and donations for the Amazon gift cards. I was able to get these headbuds, and they finally came today to have with the laptop. You guys always looking for ways to kind of upgrade the equipment and make it easier to get some great content out to you all. Shout out to everyone here, to my mods, to the members, to the supporters, to the viewers, to the haters, to the people in the bushes. Jesus loves you as well. Jesus loves the trolls too. Happy evening, happy Friday evening to all of you. I'm so glad you guys could tune in with me. 8 people watching, make sure you hit the like button, please. And my sincere apologies for running behind. But I am excited, y'all. It's Friday. I don't have to get up for work in the morning. We can all just chill out. Laura says, be respectful to the host. Let's make it happen. Friday Night Live watch party. I love it. Get the popcorn, get your Kool-Aid, soda, bottled water. Dr. CB in here. We got to respect the vegans, so we got to get the fruits and the vegetables here. Get some grapes and oranges and tangerines and peaches and all kinds of healthy treats for you to eat, because we have 3 episodes we're going to be watching. What's going on, Saint? How y'all doing? Lord, everybody speak to everybody. Everybody speak to everybody. Get comfortable. Good to see you. Magnificent. How you doing? Right on time. Absolutely. Francisca, how you doing? Got my popcorn. Good to see you all come back again and have some more fun. So we laugh or frown or cuss at Prince of Pan Crust Pizza. However it comes up. What's going on, Bougie Barbie? New earbuds? Yes, ma'am. I had to get rid of them clonkers, honey. You weren't ready for that snort in the new headphones. Like, no. Y'all, I can easily do this. Like, that's how it's supposed to go. It's supposed to go that quick. I could just easily just yank him out my ear. Oh my God, I was not prepared for that snorting thing. I was like, that's so gross. Ew. Nastiest thing ever. It's like doing that. When people try to up and clit, I hate that. It's so disgusting. It's so disgusting. People hate me eating. Yeah, I can say you know, I take offense to that. I don't even want to hear that. It just threw me off guard, Bougie. What's going on, Boston man? Grace and peace. Grace and peace to you too. The same greeting from my brother in Christ, Jay Witt. What Jay Witt at? Y'all, he been cranking out them videos. I told him, I said, you chill out for a while and come hang out with us. So I want to make sure I get all you guys in before we get started. I know I'm a few minutes late. Look at this. How you doing? I saw your email, honey. Any information you want to send my way, send it. There's more to come. Manny sent me some emails today. So I'm gonna make sure I cover the information he sent me on tomorrow, and that'll be at the conclusion of the episode 10. So based on what I saw on Lenon Honor's YouTube channel, it's only 10 episodes of the War on Black Boys series. It could be more, but it might be in the membership. I don't have a membership to his channel, so but for what I could see and play, it's 10 episodes, and they have been fantastic so far. I hope he keeps going. Lenon Honor, hint, hint, please do episode 11. Just keep it going. Just keep it going. Because Umar is the gift that keeps on giving with his weird behind. I mean, he gives us content for days, and he gets mad when people talk about it. I don't understand. Oh, man. Uji Barber's like, oh, yeah. Whatever he's snorting in his nose, he need to just stop. Just do it off camera. It's Saturday morning in the UK already. Okay. You in the UK, Francisca? I still have links to the blog post about SETI. Okay, yes. Yeah, when you're if you want, you can email it to me, and I'll take a look at it. I won't cover on that until probably Sunday, because tomorrow is going to be episode 10 and a couple other videos that I had put in the list that I wanted to cover. And then hopefully and prayerfully, Lenon Honor will see my video and he'll keep going with that series, because this is a really good series. But yeah, what I'll do is, because I got to do a live on Candace. Oh my God. I'm just seeing this girl unravel before our eyes, and it's just like, wow. I got to do a live on her. Yeah, it has to be done. So between the emails that you send and Manny sends, we'll get a live on that, and then kind of go over some of the background figures and stuff. People he have all these nicknames for, and it's like, if you still learning, like I am, I'm still learning, but I don't know who these people are. And Manny sent me a couple photos that were very helpful and the key players, but you know, it would be nice to kind of have like that brother polite dude, whoever he is. I mean, it sounds like based on what I've read about him being in legal trouble. Yeah, he sounds like a pretty bad character. He needs to be discussed. And it shows you what type of character that Umar has, where he keeps people like that in his inner circle. But then you got people like Charlemagne and you know, Mark Lamont trying to still make excuses for him, and it's pathetic. But you'll keep someone that gets in trouble with the law around them. Like, what are we doing here? So yeah, we'll touch on some of the people like SETI and the polite guy. You know, we'll start touching on them on Sunday. So, because I think it's imperative to know, you know, people that are in his ear and the influence that he keeps. The company that he keeps is just as bad and corrupt as he is, seems like. I mean, you know, especially when you got crybabies sitting here talking about, oh, Lady Luck, dumb AF. They don't even know who I am. They have no idea who I am. Like, oh, that's the best you can do. And then want to turn around and talk about black queens and princesses. Get out of here, kick rocks. What a clown. Oh, when he snorts hard like that, he's caught in a train. Oh, that's so that post-nasal drip. It's so gross. Oh my God, Umar kick rocks. Hey, Manny, I'm talking about you. You're home? Good. Oh man. Okay, everybody speaking to everybody else, black anonymous profile moderator. Oh man, yes, in the UK. Awesome. Listen, we have international supporters here in the Lady Luck Club. I'm blessed to have a lot of supporters that are all over the country coming from my music reaction. So it's always nice and interesting to know where some of you guys are, and it's a blessing to have you because you guys can be watching anyone else, but you choose to rock out with me. So I am very appreciative for that. And then Boston Man says Umar swallows. Oh my god. He does swallow the next. Uh, I'm laughing at the double entendre on that. Do not let your little boys go sit by a fireside and cuddle with him. Okay. Oh God. Oh, hey Manny, how you doing? Boston Man, you're funny. Has Umar been online lately? I hear he's hiding, kind of hiding between the daughter, the nephew, Lene, the info about his mom and El Malik mom coming out. What else can he say? He doesn't need to say anything. That's why he keeps doing videos outside of the school in the middle of the night where he's saying nothing. Because he knows that we're all gonna take it and just go ham on it. So are you familiar with Sonetter? Brother Polite is in jail. See? Umar, you keep criminals around you. And then the ones that aren't in jail that should be telling him the truth, they act like they're cowards and they're punks and they're too scared to tell him the truth. Such as that school will never open. Why can't Mark Lamont and Charlemagne tell him that? They keep giving him a platform tell him the truth. You got grown men trying to defend him and he doesn't pay their bills. As a matter of fact, if they were to ever say anything truthful and tell him what he needs to know and not what he wants to hear, he will turn on them and flip on them just like that. You know, crooks like him have no loyalty to anyone. And look at what happens to the people in his inner circle. So this brother polite person is in jail. I mean, it's crazy. Now I'm going to have to do a video on that. They go over all of the things that he's been charged with and why he's sitting in jail. Because Umar thinks that he's, impervious to all of this. And that's, you're not above the rule of law, Umar. You Prince of Pancrust pizza. You're not above the rule of law. There's nothing that your cult members could say to spare you from criminal charges if you to be charged for anything that you've done that violated federal law. And the IRS is definitely honing in on you. So they won't be able to do anything but get mad and go on the internet and talk about y'all telling on him. He needs to stop breaking the law. He needs to let his siblings see their mother. Why aren't these same people telling him that? Why aren't they doing videos in mass saying, can you let your mother out of the house so we can see Sign of Life so Lady Luck Club can stop hammering it? Because I'm going to keep hammering it. Can you please let your siblings see their own mother? Why aren't they saying that to him? They're cowards. They won't tell him the truth. So it's insane. And the people he keep around him, look at that. Dude in jail. It's something else. They funny calling a woman names and bad things. I won't say them. Then calling us queens. It is a major weird. Exactly. And it's highly hypocritical. Highly hypocritical. He's a goon. I don't even know who he is. Man, you can, like I said, you can always go and have me in the comment section. I don't have no idea who he was. I just got an email and a call between Manny and Jay Witt. Don't respond. Cause like I don't even know who he is. I don't have anything to say about the little kid. So no, I don't respond to that buffoonery. Umar has no set up at those trap windows. He doesn't even have electricity or water. It is water, running water. He said they don't use the water in the building, but he still got to pay the bill. Yeah. He's weird. Sinetta, something like that. Oh, okay. There are a lot of people. I guess we have to, do a video on all of them, especially the one in jail. That'll be interesting. Go over his charges. Oh, yeah, that'd be good. Laura, thank you so much. Thank you for reminding me for you all to check out Lady Luck Club homepage for a variety of Dr. Squatch all natural products for men and women. Lord had to remind me, Lady Luck, Dr. Squatch is for men and women. Like, that's a good point. Y'all know Christmas is coming up soon. What? It's September. By the time you blink, it'll be October 31st, and then blink again, it'll be Thanksgiving, and then blink again, it'll be Christmas. So, Dr. Squatch products will make the perfect stocking stuffers. All right, you can get one bar, you can get the multi variety pack. Make sure you purchase some Dr. Squatch products. I do get a commission on the sales of those products, and it does go back towards the channel and the expenses of the channel to continue to deliver the great content that you guys are getting here. As you guys can see, contributions at work. I want to post up the receipt from Amazon on the post on the page, as I always do, so that people can see exactly where the contributions are going, because I believe in, it's important to show that level of transparency. All right. And then, I always tell people, if y'all want to see the Comcast bill, the Infinity bill for the internet, or the StreamYard bill, or the light bill, I'll post it. It's not even an issue. You'll probably pass out. You see the light bill, but it is what it is. But you need electricity to do content, so can't do it in the dark. But I mean, it goes back to the expenses of the channel. So we also have a $25 goal every live. For you guys, if you however you want to donate, $25 goal every live. We met it yesterday. Shout out to I want to make sure I don't mispronounce, Magnificent Ruffian, for the $25 super, along with the supers received from many of you yesterday, to help not only meet but exceed the goal. And I appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. So y'all ready to get started? Y'all got y'all drink? Y'all got your popcorn and chips and carrots and celery? Because Dr. CB got to eat healthy. Hey, Skeeter and Mark, how you doing? What's going on? What's up, Ralph? Did I get to you? I got you, Ralph. What's going on, Ralph? I want to make sure I got everybody in. Bernard Expressions in the house. How you doing? Yeah, I'm excited. I'm ready. Master, how you doing, Master Colleague? Light is in prison for violating his girlfriend's daughter. He pled guilty. What? Oh my God. Violating his girlfriend's daughter. That is so crazy. Oh my God. That is, oh man, no. Yeah, no, he gonna get his ass whooped. Yeah, that's what happens to people like him in prison. They whoop ass. They gonna whoop his ass. You violating your girlfriend's daughter, and he pled guilty to it. He gonna get his ass whooped. God, it's so depraved. And this is the people that Umar keeps in his inner circle. Skeeter says she's leaving work. I want you to be safe and be careful. Tell Mark I said what's up. Happy Friday. All right, y'all. Y'all ready? Get in the house. Let's get going. I'm about to pull up. Oh man, we're pulling it up here. Hold on. I got the wrong one up. I want to make sure I get the right one up. Because Candace has been owning, and she is popping up in my feed. Child boo. So what I want to do is I want to start with this video that Tabitha Brown posted a message to Umar. And this is on Night and Day Talk Media YouTube channel. Fantastic channel. If I can get one of the mods to drop Night and Day Talk Media YouTube channel link in the chat, that would be fantastic. Yeah, she gave him an earful, but she told him the truth. And she did not mince words, and we're so happy about that. Because this is what needs to happen. The truth needs to be told. It's the worst part is that these grown men that keep trying to pacify him just won't tell him flat out, listen, it's been 11 years. This school has not opened. LeBron James and Jalen Rose have been able to both open brand new schools built from the ground up in less time than that. And they have multiple locations. You can't even get 2 buildings in one location open in 11 years. What did you do with all the money you raised? What are the invoices and the receipts to show that you've been paying vendors to do any work on that building? Because if you're doing it all yourself, then you don't need money to help pay for vendors to do it. If you're doing all the painting, why do you need people to come in and paint? Because that's what he does. He gets in the videos and then he says, I'm up here working at 1 o'clock in the morning. Okay, well, why are people giving you money to do that? That's not your full-time job. Like, this is what you wanted. You wanted to open up a school. And now you want to obligate people to this. Something you wanted to do. But he can't present one invoice from a vendor to show that anything was done to electricity or the plumbing or the HVAC or painting or getting rid of the mold or cutting the grass. I mean, he can't show any of that. And yet no one wants to ask him, what did you do with all the money? We want to see some receipts of how you spent that money. Nothing. So the IRS is going to be asking those questions real soon. He's a clown. Oh, man. Yeah, donations. I need solar panels. Oh, man. Some Umar supporters in the chat. Oh, with Jesus loves the trolls as well. Yeah, I don't, unless they get weird and just crazy. I try to preserve free speech. Black Anonymous, her 14-year-old daughter at Lady Luck Club. Oh, my God. So this brother polite person pled guilty to violating his girlfriend at the time's 14-year-old daughter. We're definitely going to go over that case. Because I know there's got to be some court documents related to that. Absolutely. We're going to go over that. Can you email me, Black Anonymous, if you don't mind? Just his name. I can look him up and get the court docs and we can go over that. Because that's very serious. This is a company that Umar keeps. This is someone, from what our understanding is, he considered a friend. And this man is violating 14-year-old girls. And Umar talks about 16-year-old girls all the time. It's depraved. It's depraved. They are bringing the latest tea. Thank you so much. The island of me, like Aunt Esther said, the truth shall set you free, honey. Amen. Amen. All right, y'all. Let's get started. I'm going to make myself small. We're going to let Tabitha give him an earful. And I want you all to put a 1 in the chat if you can see in here. Let's get to it.
Hello there. Real quick. That this is not to discourage you, because I want us to be clear about that first. Okay? You kind of been in this place for a long time. Okay? Now listen, you got good ideas. Baby, you got good ideas. Your execution is not as good. Okay? Your follow through, not as good. The ideas though are great. Entrepreneurship is not for everybody. And that doesn't mean it's not for you, but right now, these last few months, few years, you know what I'm talking about. Baby, it ain't been working for you. Okay? And you're doing a lot of robbing Peter to pay Paul. Okay, you done got yourself in some mess, and it's time for you to get a job. You hear me? You just gonna need to get a job for a little while. Okay, it don't mean your ideas ain't good. Okay, it don't mean that maybe one day you could be a good entrepreneur, but you have proven to yourself and everybody else that you owe money to. Okay, that it ain't working right now. Okay, it ain't worked for a while. It actually has never worked yet. Doesn't mean it won't ever work. But right now, you need to go to work.
Amen.
You're going to need to get a job.
Amen.
Okay? And then keep working towards it. But at least you'll have a job while you are pursuing that thing. But right now, you need to get a job, baby.
Thank you.
All right? That's it. I love you. Now go about your business. Okay, have a good night. Tomorrow have a good day. But even if you can't have a good one, don't you dare go messing up nobody else's him. Don't be mad at me. Okay?
I love how she ended that. Go about your business now. Go to your room. Now go to your room. That is night and day herbal products that they have, you all. So we're about to get started into episode 7 of the War on Black Boys series by Lenon Honor. Shout out to him. I want to make sure I gave him a thumbs up on these videos. The one we just watched, Tabitha Brown's message to Umar. I'm gonna share that link. I don't know if it's in the chat, but in case it's not, there you go. Tabitha Brown just told him the truth. Y'all leave it up to us women to have to do it. We will do it, but don't say anything when we do. Shut up. Go to your room, Umar, and go read a book. All right, let's get to it. Episode 7.
So in 2005, I decided. I had contemplated it before 2005, but in 2005, I had contemplated that it was time for me to begin the process of building America's first true revolutionary Pan-African nationalist institution based on the principles of the Honorable Marcus Messiah Garvey in international economics.
A couple of months ago, at one of the traveling think tanks that my organization hosts in Virginia, I talked about my desire to open up a residential academy for Black boys. And during one of our discussion sessions in Norfolk, Virginia,
thank you, Lord,
several of the brothers and sisters there began to state the names of different colleges and treatment centers that they thought could be used for such purposes. St. Paul's College was one of the institutions that was brought up during the discussion. This was probably almost...
I hope you guys are noticing the date here, June 20th, 2014, 11 years ago. And then what do you see scrolling across? All of his pit stops for his tour events for reasons. And this is notably entitled the Messiah Complex because he does think that he's some sort of a god. A fat one.
A year ago, we began calling and emailing the college, attempting to determine whether or not the college was in fact up for sale. We got no responses. And then suddenly, about 2 months ago, I get a text message from one of the brothers there in Virginia who said, Umar, the school is going up for auction next week. I couldn't believe it. I said, how can this be when we've been trying to get in contact with them for months? So I rushed and I sent the email to the realty company that was representing the college. And I was successful in being able to get a hold of the president of the college. And I expressed to them my intent to turn this college into the Frederick Douglass and Marcus Garvey RBG International Leadership Academy for Boys.
Ain't no school happening. It don't take 3 years to get a school and you got $500,000. It don't take that long to get a school. There's a million things you could have done to get a school. This been coming up with every excuse on the planet. Well, my bank, what happened? The cracker's trying to get my bank and they're trying to put liens on me.
This morning, I received a text message from one of my homies. He needed Dr.
Did y'all see that? Did y'all see? He's saying this in 2017, and then 8 years later, Umar pops up talking about his bank is frozen. This guy, this is Tariq Nasheed, right? He is hilarious. I'm so glad he let it all out. Saint said, what was that you said about her getting into it with Darius? Darius Cooks, the crook about the with the cooking channel, right? That's the same one. That's the one you told me about. Y'all say be sending me some good stuff, Saint and Kandia. All you guys be sending me some good ideas. I love it. Keep it coming. Lord, Darius Cooks is a whole nother clown. Ugh.
What happened? The cracker's trying to get my bank, and they're trying to put liens on me.
This morning, I received a text message from one of my homies. He needed Dr. Umar to send him a couple dollars. I logged into my account just to check my balance because I haven't done so since I left for South Africa back on July 10th, only to discover that I could not log into my account. So then I called the bank to find out what was going on. And the bank told me to enter my 16-digit card number. I did that. They told me they had no record of my account.
Okay, let's break this down. He put in his 16-digit card number. The bank that he still has not named told him there was no record of his account. What 16-digit card number did he enter? Either you put in the wrong card number or you're flat out lying about the account altogether. You can't use the Cash App or the PayPal card to get bank account information. That's not how it works, Umar, you weirdo. He looks, if you guys see him from, and I just want to point this out, look how well, he's a lot more put together here. Even if he's faking the funk, fake it till you make it. This is in 2014. Can you imagine if he carried himself like this for 11 years before it got to this point? People still might take him a little bit serious. They will still, we will all be calling him a clown for not opening a school in 11 years. But, just the degradation of his look, his whole persona, the way he carried himself, the hygiene, the haircut, the beard, all of this nonsense here. He just declined over 11 years. And he just looked like he smells like molded cheese all the time. This is, and I just, more of a reason why I'm concerned about his mother and why he refuses to let, even the police and the elderly association or his siblings, her other children, see their mother. This is so concerning to me. I don't know about you all, but I am really concerned about his mother being up in that house at this point.
He needed Dr. Umar to send him a couple dollars. I logged into my account just to check my balance because I haven't done so since I left for South Africa back on July 10th, only to discover that I could not log into my account.
Hey, easy.
So then I called the bank to find out what was going on. And the bank told me to enter my 16-digit card number. I did that. They told me they had no record of my account. The bank that I've been with since I was a teenager told me they had no record of my account.
That doesn't make sense.
So then I called the bank.
What?
And the bank told me that my personal...
Was he not talking on the phone to the bank?
So then I called the bank.
What?
And had no record of my account.
Go back.
Only to discover that I could not log into my account. I could not log into my account just to check my balance because I haven't done so since I left for South Africa back on July 10th. Only to discover that I could not log into my account. So then I called the bank to find out what was going on. And the bank told me to enter my 16-digit card number. I did that. They told me they had no record of my account. The bank that I've been with since I was a teenager told...
When you call the bank, normally they don't ask you to put in a card number. They ask you for your account number, or they use a variation or a combination of your social security number and your date of birth. They don't ask you, and even a phone password, depending on the type of bank you're using. I have to give a phone password, plus, if I can't remember my account number, I have to give either a member ID number or I have to give a combination of the date of birth and social. And then still answer some questions, like prompt questions that I put in as security questions. not a 16-digit card number. Because what if you got someone else's? What if your card is lost or stolen? So you mean to tell me that someone could call this clown's bank and just give a 16-digit card number, and he expects that to be enough to verify whether he has an account or not? How bad is this lie again? Because I've gone over this video, but you know, the more you hear him talk about other things, the more this sounds like a load of shit. No one has to give a 16-digit card number unless you're reporting the card to be frozen or stolen, like it's locked and you can't use it, or stolen. But not to verify your account itself. It's so stupid. Umar, you're an idiot.
Me, they had no record of my account. So then I called the bank.
Exactly.
And the bank told me that my personal account, as well as the independent Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy account, have both been frozen.
Hey, Charlotte.
Both bank accounts have been frozen. Both bank accounts have been frozen.
So they couldn't locate it, and then all of a sudden, both accounts were frozen, even though the card, let's say he had a bank card, it would only be for one account. That bank card, that debit card, would not work for both accounts. So it would either be operable for his personal account or the FDMG account, but not both. So how did he verify the FDMG account? Because that bank account number would not be the same as his personal bank account number. This is how the stupidity of his lie is just mind-numbing. Like, he just say you don't know how banks work. I'd rather you just say that, Umar. You prince of pan crust pizza, you stuffed Oompa Loompa. I'd rather you just say, I have no idea how banks work, people. I have no idea how banks work. Brothers and sisters, I have no idea how banks work. That's it. I'd rather just hear that. At least you be telling the truth. And even if you're lying, that lie makes more sense than you saying all this shit you just uttered out your mouth. It's infuriating almost, because my son knows more about banks and he's not even 18. Ow, Lord.
Independent Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy account
Can't make this
have
up.
both been frozen. Both bank accounts have been frozen. Both bank accounts have been frozen.
My bank. What happened? The cracker's trying to get my bank, and they're trying to put liens on me.
And I was told that there is an investigation into my personal account as well as the school account. I asked them, was this due to suspicion of any fraud on my part? I was told that it was not due to suspicion of any fraud on my part, but I was told.
No one asked the bank, is this due to suspicion of fraud on my part? Did I do something fraudulent today? I just had, hello, customer service. Did I do something fraudulent? I just need to know that. You know, I mean, just in case, because every bank has a investigative department and fraud department. So, you know, normally, if that would happen, from what I understand, looking on the website, you all would call me with that. Because every bank has a fraud department that does these types of investigations. But I haven't gotten that call yet, so I'm just asking this in advance. They would call him and tell him that we've frozen your account due to suspicious activity. And then they will list what they're alleged to be suspicious activity. They will never tell you, we believe that you've done something fraudulent like that. No, the fraud department, the detectives that work there and the investigators, we just do what they need to do. They don't give you a heads up about it, because what if you are doing something fraudulent and it is purposeful and intentional? Now you're getting a heads up, and all it's going to do is alert the person that's doing the fraudulent activity, whether it be the account owner or holder or someone else. What they would do is will forward charges over to the court in that district to refer for charges to be filed. That's it. That's how that goes. They work with the courts. This is so insane. He could just Google this stuff, because he proclaims to be so smart and all. This is why I'm questioning that PCOM degree. I want to see his transcript. There's no way he passed English.
That it was due to suspicion
or math
of fraudulent activity. I was told that someone has been trying to gain access to my personal account and the FDMG account. I was told that someone has been trying to gain access to my personal account and the FDMG account. I was told that someone has been trying to gain access into my personal account and the FDMG account. Brothers and sisters, if you have sent a donation to FDMG, let's give it until the end of the month to see if this gets cleared up. They have given me no definitive timeline as to when their investigation will conclude. They have given me no definitive timeline as to when their investigation will conclude. If you have sent a check or money order donation to FDMG, let's wait until August the 1st, Black August, and see if this situation has gotten cleared up. With that being said, brothers and sisters, Dr. Umar has access to no money right now.
Thank you,
because my personal account contains all of my money. I only send it to Apple Pay and PayPal as necessary. So the Prince of Pan-Africanism, for the first time in my life, is without any digital currency. So
I'm sorry, I want to just ask Mark Lamont, since he keeps talking about this on everybody's podcast. Did you send him some money? Because he's without, for the first time in his whole life, digital currency. Did you send this man some money as opposed to telling him to just get a damn job? Mark Lamont. How about you, Charlamagne? Did y'all send him money? Did y'all send him money directly? Not to the school that will never open. Did you all send him money directly? Or do you realize, like everyone else, that he's a fraud and a scam and a con artist, and secretly told him to kick rocks while you still trying to appease him in front of the public? How did this go? Because I highly doubt Mark Lamont sent him money for his personal needs. I highly doubt that. This is something else.
My loyal supporters out there, for my loyal supporters, if you can spare a few dollars so I can take care of Queen Mother Ifa Tunde and myself until my bank account is frozen or canceled so I can get my money back and open up a new account.
Rita sent me a link of it. He was on a public access show. Some random show, where like 5 or 6 people watch at 3 o'clock in the morning. And I said, oh, my man is talking real good. Let me get him in the movie along with some of these other people.
And this stuttering with our children, what's going on with that? Okay. The psychotropic drug movement against Black boys is the 21st century form of COINTELPRO. The same COINTELPRO that J. Edgar Hoover headed in the 60s, or going from the 20s to the 60s, because he started with the Honorable Marcus Messiah Garvey
certified.
And didn't stop until he exterminated the Panther movement. But nonetheless, the drug movement comes out.
Y'all see that? Nationally certified psychologist. Nationally certified? Is he for real? You get certified if you were in the state where you're practicing. There's no national certification. Even lawyers, attorneys don't get nationally certified. There's no national license for attorneys. You only practice law in the states where you're licensed and registered with the Bar Association. Nationally certified psychiatrist. Someone put that underneath his name as if it was a real certification you could obtain. This is insanity. Nationally certified psychologist. It's just like
out of that. It is a movement of social control to prevent the rise of another Black Messiah.
I'm turning tables over like Jesus.
You can't make this up.
In fact, I'm going to go in with a robe and and they gonna say, stand and state your name. I am the Messiah.
No.
These haters I got who trying to sabotage every public event that I'm requested to attend and speak at. Okay, so I got to keep the colleges on wraps. Public events, I can put it out there. Colleges, you know, I got to be careful because you got these haters who will stop at nothing to destroy the Black Messiah.
And on August the 21st, the anniversary of the Haitian Revolution, August the 20th.
The only certification that I came across Black Anonymous, that's a good point, under these various names, but the only one I saw was for him to be certified as a school counselor for a specific school. But it's not a national certification. It's for, I would believe, to be for that specific school district. But even so, let's say he gets some sort of certification from the state of Pennsylvania. It would only be for the state. He will never get that type of certification. Does not exist nationally. Like, you could be a licensed MD in the state of Florida, but not in the state of Alabama. You can be licensed to practice in one state, but not the other. That doesn't mean that you're no less of a medical physician, but you just can't practice. So he's saying, the way he's putting this, as if he's certified to go any and everywhere and diagnose people across the United States, nationally. That's no. Didn't no one tell him that? Why aren't these ass kissers, these grown men that sit here and cater and coddle to him? Why aren't they telling him that? Like, dude, you might want to Google this stuff, because you know, that's completely false. This is unbelievable.
First, the anniversary of the Nat Turner War. August the 21st, the anniversary of Frederick Douglass's fugitive slave convention. August the 21st, the anniversary of the George Jackson prison war. Umar Johnson was born in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
What are they clapping to?
So I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna just be honest with y'all. I'm the damn Messiah.
I learned I was related to Frederick Douglass. We were walking in the back of a church, all this Frederick Douglass memorabilia. And I asked my father, I said, what's all this?
Born in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. So I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna just be honest with y'all. I'm the damn Messiah.
I learned I was
the devil is a liar. The devil is a liar. And so is Umar Johnson, Abdullah, whatever else he got in there.
Lady Frederick Douglass. We were walking in the back of a church, all this Frederick Douglass memorabilia. And I asked my father, I said, what's all this? And
exactly.
Related to him. And I said, wow.
Your dad was able to communicate that to you.
Yeah, because I'm related to Frederick Douglass on my father's
on your father's side.
Through my grandmother, whose 1 year anniversary of her passing will be I guess Monday or Tuesday, April the 30th. She left this world April the 30th last year, and we were very tight.
When you found that out, did it sort of validate you on your decision to go the direction you were going?
When I found that out, it made my love for Black history and my love for public speaking that much more relevant, because now, as an 11-year-old child, I'm feeling an obligation to uphold the work, because now I'm a bloodline relative of one of our greatest leaders. So that naturally put me in the mindset that says, maybe I'm chosen too.
What?
Bloodline relative of, I'm feeling, yes, Monday or Tuesday, April the 30th. She left this world April the 30th last year, and we were very tight.
When you found that out, did it sort of validate you on your decision to go the direction you were going?
When I found that out, it made my love for Black history and my love for public speaking that much more relevant, because now, as an 11-year-old child, I'm feeling an obligation to uphold the work, because now I'm a bloodline relative of one of our greatest leaders. So that naturally.
He did say he was a bloodline relative. What is he? He is crazy. This is where he starts to say he's a bloodline relative to Frederick Douglass.
He put me in a mindset that says, maybe I'm chosen too.
Okay.
There's other ways you can meditate.
This is insane.
You can meditate by imagining yourself in certain places. One of the most powerful meditations that I make One of the most powerful meditations that I make is I picture myself in the universe, far above the planet Earth, looking down on the earth, sitting on a throne, meditating.
And guess what, Christian brothers and sisters? According to some of your scholars, Jesus the Christ was born on August the 21st, a Leo like the rest of us.
What scholar said that? Wait a minute. What in the world? How much more blasphemous is this going to get? What scholar said that? I'm sorry. Let me say this. The foundation of my faith in Christianity and in the Holy Bible does not say he was born on August 21st. And we just witnessed this clown call himself the Messiah. So, no, you're not Jesus Christ. You're not even a good person, let alone perfect. And it's dangerous. It's so dangerous to compare yourself to that. This is rightfully titled the Messiah Complex because it's definitely some sort of grandiose, narcissistic nonsense that he's got going on. He's got 16 voices in his head, people. Just want y'all to know that.
Do two things.
Umar's crazy. It's crazy.
And get white supremacy hell. And whether you for me or not, I'm going to do my Father's work or die trying.
He did nothing.
I'm hoping the 400-year-old prophecy is true because I am the Moses. Harriet Tubman was the first Moses. Marcus Garvey was the second Moses. Prince Ifa will be the third Moses. Well, somebody said, would you rather be Moses or rather you be the Messiah? That's a tough question. Would I rather be Moses or would I rather be Yeshua ben Yusuf, the Hebrew Messiah? That's a tough question because when you read the story of Moses, Moses was a nation builder. Moses was a nationalist. Moses was a Marcus Garvey, which is why Marcus Garvey's mother named him Moses, Marcus Mosiah. And when you read Jesus, Jesus was powerful too.
What? No. Where is he getting that from? There is no way.
The Hebrew Messiah. That's a tough question because when you read the story of Moses, Moses was a nation builder. Moses was a nationalist. Moses was a Marcus Garvey, which is why Marcus Garvey's mother named him Moses, Marcus Mosiah. And when you read Jesus, Jesus was powerful too. You see, but Moses led a nation. Jesus didn't lead a nation, but Jesus was the Messiah. So if I got to choose between Moses and Jesus, that's tough. Even though me and Jesus was born on the same birthday, August the 21st. So I'm the Moses and the Messiah. That's what I am. I'm both of them. Okay.
He is crazy.
Somebody said I would look like Ramses. I'm going to say something right now that I know going to make y'all think I'm a narcissist, but I got to say it because it's the truth. I had a spiritual reading in the United Kingdom a couple years ago. I had a spiritual reading in the United Kingdom a couple years ago. And the sister who did the reading told me that I am a blood relative. Okay.
Oh my God.
The spiritualist told me that I am a blood relative of Ramses II.
Stop. I want everybody in the United Kingdom to hear me and hear me clearly. Francisca, help me spread the word. Do not allow this clown to get another reading from any of you people ever again. And I say you people, I mean the spiritual readers. Don't even allow him in your country. Blood relative to Ramses II. First of all, Ramses was the Egyptian pharaoh. The pharaohs had the Israelites in captivity. Moses led the Israelites, Hebrew people, out of captivity, out of bondage, out of slavery. Moses never even walked into the promised land either. And God spoke to Moses to help lead the people. Jesus came as an extension of God in human flesh to redeem. He died on the cross. He rose again from the grave, rose from the dead in 3 days with all power in his hands. That's what makes him the Messiah. So I can't understand why he would want to relate himself to or even lie about being blood relatives of or a descendant of an Egyptian pharaoh while talking about being like Moses and the Messiah. Jesus was Hebrew, so was Moses. What? And now all of a sudden you're a blood relative of the Egyptians that had the Hebrews in captivity? What Bible is he reading? You can't make this up. This fool is crazy. You can't make this up.
Ramses II. That's what she told me.
Ramses
she
II.
said, I am a blood relative of Ramses II, the great Ramesu II, the builder, which is ironic, right? Because according to biblical prophecy, him and Moses were antagonistic towards each other, right? So I'm Moses, Ramses, Jesus. How about I'm just a manifestation of all great African alpha male? The spiritualist told me that I am a blood relative of Ramses II. Ramses II. That's what she told me.
This is
She said, I am a blood relative of Ramses II, the great Ramesu II, the builder, which is ironic, right? Because according to biblical prophecy, him and Moses were antagonistic to.
No, not antagonistic. Moses and his people, he was Hebrew, were in captivity. They were slaves to the Egyptians. That's more than antagonistic. What are you talking about? You can't make this up.
Towards each other, right? So I'm Moses, Ramses, Jesus. How about I'm just a manifestation of all great African alpha males? How about that? I am the manifestation of all great African alpha males.
He's crazy.
Down through the ages.
He's crazy. He is crazy. You can't make this up. Yeah. Oh, episode 8.
Let's face it, a woman can be the heart and the soul of a man. She can lead him to great things, but she can also tear him down if she's not the right woman. So you being single, how has that affected you? And do you get approached by women often?
I get approached by women. I think it comes with the territory. Women, I think, are naturally attracted to men who exude a certain type of aura. I've been told I have a very Shango type personality. They like men who are in the forefront, who are powerful, who are leaders, who are organizers, who are educated, who can take care of them financially. So I kind of meet all those requirements.
I'm right here. Come bring it. Hold on. Yeah.
The phone didn't even
ring. I got this. I answered the call. I do not have a criminal record.
Did y'all notice he picked up the phone, started talking, and then it started ringing? Because he's crazy. This idiot is ridiculously stupid. I don't even see how anyone can defend this. This is laughable. How in the world can another grown man defend this? He has no idea that Ramses II, an Egyptian pharaoh, had the Israelites in captivity, in bondage, in slavery. And he talking about they were antagonistic, but I'm a bit of both of them. Are you kidding? So you're the slaver and the enslaved? You can't make this up.
Exude a certain type of aura.
This shit up.
I've been told I have a very Shango type personality.
Oh, you
they
Shango
like men who are in the forefront, who are powerful, who are leaders, who are organizers, who are educated,
an idiot.
Who can take care of them financially. So I kind of meet all those requirements.
I'm right here. Come bring it. Hold on. Yeah.
Nobody on the phone.
Nah, I got this.
Then it rings.
I answered the call. I do not have a criminal record.
Yes.
I have never done time in a prison or a jail. But these 4 individuals have went too far. One of them is I need this motherfucker's address. I'm going to go see him this weekend. Enough is enough. Number 2 is homosexual.
Doxing is illegal, people. So if he hasn't been charged with a crime yet, does not mean it's not going to happen. You Prince of Pan Crust Pizza. Doxing is a cybercrime. That is illegal. And it is also something that falls within the purview of the FBI. He's such a goon.
Address. I need this motherfucker's address. I'm going to go see him this weekend. Enough is enough. Number 2 is homosexual. Find that coward's address. Work or home. Find it. I'm pulling up on him.
That's dangerous.
He's been hiding out lately, but he started the whole shit.
How's Umar not in jail? Because someone explain to me, why is he not in jail? Not only is he's threatening to dox someone, he's actually soliciting someone's personal identifiable information. And then he's making a threat that he's going to pull up on him and do something harmful to him. Why is he not in jail? This is the whole aspect of, oh, we don't want to tear down a black man. Are you kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? Before he goes out and shoots someone, he needs to be incarcerated for the greater good. Are you kidding me? This is okay? So it's okay to dox people and then to threaten to pull up on them with the intent and purposes of doing physical bodily injury and harm to them. Why is that shit okay? To the grown man that keeps defending him. Why is that okay? The fact that there's an intent for him to even say what he's saying is still illegal. Making the threat is illegal. What the fuck are we doing? You can't make this shit up.
From Philly, we used to work at the same charter school, Keppera Charter School. Okay? Find that because he started this. I'ma see your okay? And another one is she's the one on YouTube.
What?
I want to pull up on her when I go out for the parent training. Lenon Honor. I'm tired of this bitch. This is the weak ass dude who got nothing but YouTube videos about me on YouTube. Lenor.
Oh no, because words hurt, you punk ass coward. Because you mad at words. You understand freedom of speech here in the United States of America is not something that only you are afforded while you're actually making threats, which is not protected free speech. You're actually threatening to do someone bodily harm and injury, to pull up on them, to dox them. That is illegal. All of that is a crime. Oh, because someone's saying something about you don't like? What a coward. But the grown men that sit here and defend this bullshit won't call him out on that. Why isn't he in jail? That's a better question. Because he should be. No one has to spare him from anything. What are we doing? This is disgusting. And then he has this psycho base that doesn't understand the differences between reality and fantasy, that will actually go out and hurt people on his behalf in his name. And guess what's going to happen to them when they get caught up? He's going to pretend like he never met them. And I told you I don't do my content for brainwashed cult members. But he will abandon you if it means his ass staying out of jail and you going on his behalf. That's a mighty dumb thing to do, to put your liberty and freedom at jeopardy for this piece of shit that will never open a school. All that lying he's been doing because he doesn't want to be held accountable for the money he's spending. He's literally breaking the law. Unbelievable. He should be in jail.
And another one is
he's an asshole.
She's the one on YouTube.
Unbelievable. And
I want to pull up on her when I go out for the parent training. Lenor Honor. I'm tired of this bitch.
Gonna pull up on a female.
This is the weak ass dude who got nothing but YouTube videos about me on YouTube. Lenor Honor. I had enough of him too. Lenor Honor, I'm in your ass. I'm in your
Lenor Honor. Lenon Honor. Lenor. What? Lenon Honor. It's Lenon Honor. Should have told him flat out. Yeah, you come here if you want to. All of SWAT, the FBI, and Department of Homeland Security will be waiting for your black ass. And I'm going to tell them whatever I need to say for them to shoot your ass on sight. Checkmate. I don't even, listen here. When it comes to stuff like that, I don't play games. I'm the one that burns down the board so that no one plays the game ever again. That's it. These threats right here are very serious when you're talking about a very deranged base of cult members that are brainwashed and they hang on and believe every little word he says because they don't care that he's actually
ass. I'm in your ass. I'm in your ass. I'm in your ass. Hold on. Yeah. Nah, I got this. We are in the middle of a war. I want all my Dr. Umar supporters, Team Ifa Tunde, suit up, buckle up, grip up, because I'm done with the dumb from the haters. Shout out to the Goonie Goons who've been reaching out to me. Goonie Goons is ready to do what they need to do. My Goons is ready to pull up on him.
The mythical Goonie Goons that Umar Johnson is referring to would be the same so-called black boy thugs that Umar Johnson wants to murder.
A lot of boys who got the thug energy. Shout out to the Goonie Goons who've been reaching out to me. I know, because I do therapy with them thugs. Shout out to the Goonie Goons. But I'm telling you, as a psychologist, I'm not going to be able to psychologize all of them on the corner. Some of them going to sleep. Fuck God! Shout out to the Goonie Goons.
I am a representative of Team Infants and Tuesdays for Principal Mr. Dr. Umar Johnson. That's right. My name is Big Squabble, and I'm a representative of the Central Illinois team of the Goonie Goons.
Goonie Goons.
The white man wants us to think they all unreachables. 90% are reachable. 10%?
Goonie Goons.
We will have to have a civil war with them, and that's facts.
I want all my Dr. Umar supporters, Team Ifa Tunde, suit up, buckle up, grip up, because I'm done with the dumb shit from the haters.
Hey, Mr. Dr. Umar Johnson, we got them, bro. You don't let us say no more. The Goonie Goons.
Judges don't care about you calling it dumb shit. They care about whether or not whatever they said was provably false. You can't even prove how they lied. And now you have that 10% that are completely a waste of human life like this, sitting here, a part of your Goonie Goon squad, actually ready to go out and cause physical bodily injury and harm to other persons. One of them being a woman. The other having a family. They both have children. Are you kidding me? All you and all your Goonie Goons can go to jail and then enjoy that fast forward to hell. He is crazy and deranged. Now you all see why I'm concerned about his mother. This is what
everybody out of Bone Gap and Kish Cashkill. Yo, we ride the Chicken and all the Goonie Goons. We doing this. Team Infant and Tuesday.
Looking forward to seeing all my brothers who ride with me, my Goonie Goons who ride with me from Chi. The brothers in Chi ride hard. They hit me up. They say, Doc,
Goonie Goons,
if you have any problem, call this number. We not
hit that
playing.
like button coming in.
You understand? We will do time for you. We will die for you.
Please hit that damn like button.
If you ever have a problem when you come to the city, you hit me up. So I got like 50 goons.
But I'm telling you, as a psychologist, I'm not going to be able to psychologize all of them on the corner. Some of them going to sleep. Fuck God!
Well, I ain't worried about why Mr. Principal Dr. Umar Johnson ain't made his school yet. You know how to make bricks?
He didn't need to make bricks, Goonie Goon. The building was already standing. It just needed some renovations. You don't need to know how to make bricks. FDMG LLC acquired 2 buildings that already were built to be schools. What the hell does making bricks have to do with him renovating it, showing proof of receipts, vendor invoices that the school has been renovated, that services and upgrades have been done to the building to open the school, past inspections and everything else? You got past the legal hurdles. You have income coming in to pay the teachers and staff. What does any of that have to do with a brick? The Goonie Goons are dum-dums as well. Gum-gum, dum-dums who need gum-gum.
You know how long it takes to make bricks by yourself?
Stupid as he is. Stupid.
What's wrong with you? You gotta make bricks. You gotta teach. Teachers teaching. You know how it is to teach teachers teaching? So they can go out and teach? Making bricks like bricks, not cocaine bricks.
Umar, see what you've done, Umar? You've got Goonie Goons out here being dum-dums that are stuck on stupid. It's a whole SOS happening here. Stupidity on steroids. SOS. He's a stupidity on steroids. It's unbelievable. Is he really talking about making bricks for a building that's already built? You can't.
All the sand, dirt, and other stuff that go on the brick, and you make it. He had to make bricks. Then he got to teach teaching. Y'all ain't know the man who the foremost voice for black folks everywhere where people live at. We ain't going for that shit, man.
Lenore Honor, we got to get it. Lenore Honor, we coming for you. Oh, we coming for you. Oh, we coming for Lenore Honor. Oh, yes.
Umar Johnson's father had this to say about Umar's threats of physical violence.
Okay, Umar, I know you know where I am. This is Frederick Douglass, Marcus Garvey, Future Academy, something you began. You solicit the funds for. Umar, I know.
We ain't going for that shit, man.
Lenore Honor, we got to get it. Lenore Honor, we coming for you. Oh, we coming for you. Oh, we coming for Lenore Honor. Oh, yes.
Umar Johnson's father had this to say about Umar's threats of physical violence.
Okay, Umar, I know you know where I am.
This is his father.
This is Frederick Douglass, Marcus Garvey, Future Academy, something you began.
Wow.
You solicit the funds for, and you are supposed to be fixing.
This is Umar's
This is your
father.
place. This is what you about. You ain't about that thug life. You ain't about running around here calling people out. You ain't about getting no goons to get with other people.
The Goonie Goon Squad is pull-up time.
You're supposed to be an administrator of this facility right here to teach young men, or boys rather, how to be men, first and foremost. You got no...
So this whole part here was satire. Is that what y'all saying?
Looking forward to seeing all my brothers who ride with me, my Goonie Goons who ride with me from Chi. The brothers in Chi ride hard. They hit me up. They say, Doc, if you have any problem,
so you guys are saying
call this number. We not playing.
Guy with the
you understand? We will do time for you. We will die for you. If you ever have a problem when you come to the city, you hit me up. So I got like 50 goons.
But I'm telling you, as a psychologist, I'm not going to be able to psychologize all of them on the corner. Some of them going to sleep. For God!
While you worried about why Mr. Principal Dr. Umar Johnson ain't made his school yet. You know how to make bricks? You know how long it takes to make bricks by yourself?
This is stupid. Oh man, okay, satire, y'all. Oh God.
You gotta make bricks. You gotta teach. Teachers teaching. You know how hard it is to teach teachers teaching? So they can go out and teach.
I got you.
Making bricks like bricks, not cocaine bricks. I don't even know, sand, dirt, and the other stuff that go on the brick, and you make it. You gotta make bricks, then you gotta teach teachers teaching. Y'all hating on the man who the foremost voice for black folks everywhere where people live at. We ain't going for that shit, man.
Lenon Honor, we got to get it. Lenon Honor, we coming for you. Oh, we coming for you. Oh, we coming for Lenon Honor. Oh, yes.
Umar Johnson's father had this to say about Umar's threats of physical violence.
Okay, Umar, I know you know where I am. This is Frederick Douglass, Marcus Garvey, Future Academy.
Father.
Something you began. You solicit the funds for, and you are supposed to be fixing.
Yep, supposed to be.
This is your place. This is what you about. You ain't about that thug life. You ain't about running around here calling people out. You ain't about getting no goons to get with other people.
The Goon Squad is pull-up time.
You're supposed to be an administrator of this facility right here to teach young men, or boys rather, how to be men, first and foremost. You got no time for the drama you putting on Instagram,
exactly,
Facebook, and YouTube.
His father had to do this video to reel him back in so that this is not what you're supposed to be about. First of all, you're a grown-ass man. You have children you probably don't see, but whatever. But you sitting here talking about invoking violence on others and doxing people. That's not what you're about. His father had to do this video. His own father. That's saying something. And it seems like this was the only way to really get through to him was to go to the school and do a video. You sitting here talking about Goonie Goon. You ain't hard. You do not want the FBI to indict your dumb ass for cyber crimes. You're not hard enough to go to prison. Because that's a minimum of what? 3-4 good years you facing? Just for the threats alone on social media. Per person, per count. He wouldn't be able to handle that. When you're not bold enough to go to prison, don't sit here and think you bold enough to make those types of threats of doing physical bodily harm and injury to someone. He's the goon. Umar's the goon.
This is supposed to be about black boys getting the best that they can get.
Lenon Honor.
From you. Is that what they're getting from you right now? You jumping around, talking about getting names and addresses and phone numbers from people?
Exactly.
So you can get with them?
We're going to do what we got to do. Enough is enough.
If you don't understand the definition of the word doxing, if you don't understand the legal definition of the word doxing, I encourage you to Google it.
You showing them the best example of right now? I figured I had to come out here to remind you
perhaps
your mission.
A term you're not familiar with.
Your mission is not to be running around
Google it.
Claiming to get goons or threatening to run up on women.
I want to pull up on her when I go out the next month for the parent training.
Threatening to run up on women who you call.
Thanks.
Handle that COINTEL. Handle that COINTEL.
Get off the YouTube, man. Get off the Instagram.
Tell him to get a job.
Cut the nonsense.
His own father
Stop
telling him this.
Talking foolishly about exterminating 10% of our boys.
There's people walking these streets who we're going to have to put to sleep. In other words, you might have to create violence to end it. But you have a population of...
How could anyone agree to that? You may have to create violence to end it. How could anyone perpetuate that type of message? His own father did a video outside of his school telling him to stop the bullshit. His own father just also stated, you out here putting out people's names and addresses. That's called doxing. Releasing personal identifiable information is doxing. Google it before you come for the queen.
Reachables. The white man wants us to think they all unreachables. 90% are reachable.
No.
10%, we will have a civil war.
When Jesus says turn the other cheek, that is
don't
not
give
in
your
the
guns
Bible.
back. Buy some more.
What Bible
I'm
you're
going to
reading.
sleep. Fuck God!
It's embarrassing to see
His
you out
own
here
father told him to stop.
act like you haven't even
So
gone
we're not
through
honoring
junior
fathers
high
now?
school.
That's in the Bible too.
It's
Honor thy mother
embarrassing
and
to
thy
see
father.
you being
You're not doing that
memed
either?
and
How much more hypocritical are you going to get in the comments section?
diminished in your stature because of the way that you're showing yourself. It's embarrassing.
That's his
You
father.
should be embarrassed. People that follow you, they're not going to be able to sustain your
rewind this
project.
because,
Not if they think like
hypocrisy
you do, right?
Going to sleep. Fuck God!
It's embarrassing to see you out here act like you haven't even gone through junior high school.
Embarrassing.
It's embarrassing to see you being memed and diminished in your stature because of the way that you're showing yourself.
His father saying this.
It's embarrassing.
Embarrassing. He's
You
still
should be
doing it.
embarrassed. People that
You all
follow
are.
you, they're not going to be able to sustain your project. Not if they think like
Not at all.
you do right now.
Because it's a
That
pyramid
you need to
scheme.
go around and harass people, threaten people,
Threaten, harass.
and try to act gangster. That gangster stuff played out, man. And if it is around, it's for the young boys. You're 45 years old. What are you trying to prove?
45.
What are you trying to prove? You want people to think you're a gangster now? And you got a school here? You got a build. You see these buildings? These are your buildings.
45.
You run around here trying to act like a gangster? A thug?
A thug.
This is what your kids are supposed to learn, how to be a thug?
Uh-huh. His
Instead of
father
how to
saying
be
this.
educated, powerful, young black men. Our principal is Dr. Umar Johnson. He's going to
He
teach us how to
released
be
it
a
on the
thug.
internet verbally.
You're supposed to be an
Didn't have to
example.
enter documentations. Still, go Google.
You're supposed to be
doxing.
the best that we got out here. You're
Google.
supposed to be. You got a doctor's degree, a doctor degree,
All of that I want to play on my
16
channel.
years of college or schooling. You're supposed to be better than this.
Queen boy.
I want all my Dr. Umar supporters, Team Ifa Tunde, suit up, buckle up, grip up, because I'm done with the dumb from the haters.
Who in their right mind
Manny, have at it.
with a doctor degree is going to go back and assemble a bunch of thugs, supposedly, to pounce on some people because of what they said on the internet?
Lenore Honor, we got to get his.
Get him, father.
Lenore Honor, we coming for you. Oh, we coming for you. Oh, we coming for Lenore Honor. Oh, yes.
Because you're acting like you was born and raised in the streets, which we both know isn't true.
I know from experience, because my parents were married
father.
and because my father participated in my education, the schools wouldn't dare try to put me in special education. I was chosen to be one of those who will be given opportunities where many of my classmates were not. Many of them are dead. They're in jail. They're still on the corner selling drugs. Why? Because I was given an opportunity that they were not given.
Pull up team. Pull up team.
Because you're acting like you was born and raised in the streets, which we both know isn't true.
Oh, because he doesn't have a spine.
Umar, get together, man. I'm telling you as your father. I'm telling you as a black man.
Come
you
on.
might be impressing all these other clowns, all these wannabe gangsters or used to be gangsters, but you ain't impressing me. And you ain't impressing nobody who is a gangster out here for real. Because they be telling you to cut this foolishness out.
Lenore should be
Father's
worried.
the more
Some
sensible
kids right
person
there,
in all of
some of
this.
those might be the
Out
kids
of
that come
him
to the
and
school.
his-
You want them to know you as
Umar.
the doctor that cursed people out online, that threatened to get their goons, that talked about exterminating kids just like him, that disrespect people. Get together, man, for real, because you're losing it.
PCP is a clown.
And when I say it, I'm talking about these buildings. You're going to lose all this.
Umar Johnson's long history of threatening people with physical violence is well documented and reveals the truth that Umar Johnson is a fragile human being who lacks human connection and self-discipline. He is a slave to his own delusions of grandeur, narcissism, and the fantasies that he continues to echo in his own shattered psyche.
Yep. Absolutely. Well said. Y'all, we're going to episode 9.
At this point, there is a significant percentage of Umar Johnson followers who follow him simply to witness the tragic train wreck that continues to crash and burn.
Because your 16-year-old daughter, she ready to bake a damn cookie. Her hormones is firing off and she need to holler.
You ain't got $100 a month for the future of the African race? Become a gold donor, become a platinum donor, brothers and sisters. Come on and support the school. Go to drumarjohnson.com and sign up right now, brothers and sisters. Hit that Cash App, $FDMG School.
Were the receipts and the vendor invoices to show how he was spending the money again? Because we all still wondering. Everything in heaven on earth is still wondering, where did the money go? How did he spend it? It's certainly not on those tax forms. It's not on the tax forms.
Hit that Cash App, $FDMG School. Hit that Cash App, $FDMG School. Hit that PayPal FDMG Academy. Hit that PayPal FDMG Academy. Hit that PayPal FDMG Academy.
Talking about you over them. No, you just ain't had the opportunity to see if you were still attached. You need time. And women, you need more time than men because you internal. You are the receiver. I'm not talking about liquid.
I need y'all to call them NFL and NBA athletes. Tell them Dr. Umar need a meal. We almost got one meal. We need another meal. Let's step to the plate. And you homeschoolers need to stop popping that shit. I don't want no homeschool. I want a real school. I'm a nation builder. You're talking to a...
I don't understand this. Is it the spelling that you're having an issue with? Let me spell it for you. DOXX. It is a legal term. Docs. That is to release personal identifiable information that includes his name, his address, a phone number, an email, information that is not readily available on the internet, that is not made available to the public. Docs, not docs, not DOCS. And Manny is talking to you because you know how I handle this here. Coming for the queen is not conducive to your good liberty and freedom. You understand? So I would rather a man handle you because you're trying to handle a woman, and that's weird to me. So you might want to answer Manny's questions. Well, you don't have to watch. Yeah, it's the whole thing happening in the comment section.
Nation builder. You understand? You want to run a school out your kitchen? Do that. You want to run a school out your bedroom? Do that shit. I want my own school. This Garvey here, I want my own school. Self-determination. Talking about start a homeschool. I'm a nation builder, damn it. What's wrong with you? I don't want no homeschool. Hell, I want a homeschool. I want an institution. Brick and mortar, you feel me?
You don't want a woman who just gonna want you because you got it going on.
Nation builder.
What if you lose all that? What if you lose all that? You want a woman who's gonna be with you no matter what because she loves you, my brother, because she's interested into you, not things.
It's illegal. That's
don't be throwing no pity party. I don't give a damn if you ain't got a car at all and you got to pick her up in a U-Bus.
Doesn't matter.
So
no judge will care about who started it.
If you date a man and he offering you marijuana, he offering you cigarettes, he offering you alcohol, crack, why are you in that relationship?
Ew, there it is. God, it's so gross.
Let me date a woman and she offer me some drugs, huh?
What?
I need y'all to call them NFL and NBA athletes. Tell the school. Go to drumarjohnson.com and sign up right now, brothers and sisters. Hit that Cash App, $FDMG School. Hit that Cash App, $FDMG School. Hit that Cash App, $FDMG School. Hit that PayPal FDMG Academy. Hit that PayPal FDMG Academy. Hit that PayPal FDMG Academy.
Talking about you over them. No, you just ain't had the opportunity
to see if you were still attached. You need time. And women, you need more time than men because you internal. You are the receiver. I'm not talking about liquid. I need y'all to call them NFL and NBA athletes. Tell them Dr. Umar need a meal. We almost got 1 meal. We need another meal. Let's step to the plate. And you homeschoolers need to stop popping that shit. I don't want no homeschool. I want a real school. I'm a nation builder. You're talking to a nation builder. You understand? You want to run a school out your kitchen? Do that. You want to run a school out your bedroom? Do that shit. I want my own school. This Garvey here, I want my own school. Self-determination. Talking about start a homeschool. I'm a nation builder, damn it. What's wrong with you? I don't want no homeschool. Hell, I want a homeschool. I want an institution. Brick and mortar, you feel me?
You don't want a woman who just gonna want you because you got it going on. What if you lose all that? What if you lose all that? You want a woman who's gonna be with you no matter what because she loves you, my brother, because she's interested into you, not things. Don't be throwing no pity party.
Oh, there you go. He can't offer you things that includes a job or money or security or stability or none of that. So, why get upset when you don't get the respect of one? What the hell? So he just wants to be a bum and a burden to someone. That's all he wants to be. When's the last time he had an actual job again? Okay.
I don't give a damn if you ain't got a car at all and you got to pick her up in a Uber. So what?
Oh my God.
If you dating a man and he offering you marijuana, he offering you cigarettes, he offering you alcohol, crack, why are you in that relationship? Let me date a woman and she offer me some drugs, huh?
He is out of his mind.
Run those donations. Where those donations at? Cash.me/$FDMG school. Run them donations. Cash.me/$FDMG school. It's a movement. It's a movement. We at the Fred Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy right now. You feel me? Just had to meet with a brother. He gonna cut the grass for me, keep the trash off the ground. You know what I mean? He gonna do that. So we got a little contract going. Keep the money in the hood. You know what I mean? Keeping the money in the hood.
He cut off.
Make sure y'all keep them donations going. We need them donations. Shout out to Wilmington, Delaware. Appreciate the love. I'm hoping we can stop littering on the campus grounds. Too much litter on the campus grounds. I'm not feeling that. Please put the trash in the trash can, not on the street. I done picked up, somebody shitted. I don't know if that was human shit or dog shit, but somebody shitted on my school steps.
Probably Umar.
I don't know why you would shit on my steps or let your dog shit on my steps. So please, please, no more shitting on my steps, all right?
King Kong consciousness. What a joke.
I done found condoms, alcohol bottles all over the place. This is not the drink spot. We're about to cause an international, global, Pan-African revolution from this campus.
No, you're not.
Mark my words. This campus will go down in history. I promise you. I promise you.
Never opened.
The greatest leaders of the African race have yet to be born and made. They will come from this school. I promise you that. If you need to get at me, 215-989-9858. Jacksonville, Florida, August the 30th. Orlando, Florida, August the 31st. Jacksonville, Florida, August the 30th. Orlando, Florida, August the 31st. DrUmarJohnson.com. Make sure you get your unapologetically African clothing at DrUmarJohnson.com. All right. Donations for the shockumentary and general donations for Dr. Umar. Send your donations to me. Cash.me/$Dr. Umar Johnson.
So he's getting money for himself personally for merch for FDMG that never opened. And yet no one is demanding, how did you spend this money? Especially for FDMG itself. How was that money spent? Where are the vendor invoices? Where are the RFPs to show that you contracted anybody to come in and do any work in that school building? Where's the receipts? Why is the expenses missing on all the tax forms? Why did Pennsylvania issue a cease and desist order? Oh, because he didn't want to do some documents, because docs, to submit over to an agency to stay in good graces, to follow the law and actually be able to accept contributions in the state of Pennsylvania. Yeah, okay.
Or you could PayPal your donations to me by using the email Umar the Psychologist, Yahoo for PayPal donations. Cash App is $ Dr. Umar Johnson, but that's not for the school. That is for donations for me and the shockumentary so I can do my work. School donations is $ FDMG School. $FDMG School. Mail in FDMG Academy, P.O. Box 9634, Wilmington, Delaware 19809.
A couple Umar fans are in here. It just, Manny is handling.
Nashville, Tennessee, Saturday, September 7th. Nashville, Tennessee, Saturday, September 7th. Memphis, Tennessee, October 5th. Memphis, Tennessee, October 5th. So we got back-to-back Memphis. Back-to-back Memphis.
Pause. He's this point, he realized life is just over when it comes to this stupid school. It's not open. School's not open. Still not open. It's not open. He is deranged.
This is the stone that is created when lightning strikes the earth. Shango is the Orisha within the Yoruba pantheon that represents male virility and power and energy, okay? Ogun as well. But this is the Shango stick, okay? Your woman needs her Shango stick. She don't want this, okay? This is spiritual. She wants the one God gave you. And if your Shango stick don't work, she's going to have a problem. Men, our reproductive system functions on the healthy flow of blood. You have to stay in shape, black men. If you don't stay in shape, the blood isn't going to get where it needs to be in time to please your queen. If you don't stay in shape, the blood is not going to get to where it needs to get so your Shango stick can form so you can satisfy your woman. She don't want a Twinkie. She don't want no Twizzler. She don't want no soft ass candy. She needs a rock.
Yeah, this
because see, as much as our sisters want to be intimate, our sisters want to be held, our sisters want to be loved, they want affection, they want to be caressed, they want to be massaged, and all that's okay. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. But guess what? One thing for certain and two things for sure. Sometimes your wife going to come home frustrated and she had a bad day and the things just didn't go right and she ain't going to want to be caressed and she ain't going to want to be massaged and she ain't going to want a forehead kiss. She going to want her cookies crushed. Every once in a while, your queen is going to want her cookies crushed. And when your queen needs you to crush those cookies, you have to be able to meet the demand. Every sister, I don't care how spiritual.
Is that why Lenon says the cookie crush chat? So he got it from. Is that where Lenon got the CCC from? The Cookie Crush chat? This is where he got it from. No, man, this is priceless. I bet every time Umar hears that, he just passes out. He doesn't know what to do. He's like, Lenon is stealing everything from me. Now I understand the Cookie Crush chat. Oh, Cookies Crush. Get your ass on somewhere and get a job. She's going to want you to have a job. Umar, she's going to want you to have a job. Brothers and sisters, the queen is going to want you to have a job.
Show she is. I don't care how feminine she is. Every once in a while, she want cookies crushed.
And while we struggle to get the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy up and running, and we're only going to be able to get the small school up because we don't have enough money to get the big school up. We got Negroes who are trying to sabotage.
He's a clown.
Every step we take to renovate the Marcus Garvey building and get it up and running. We got Black people who are calling the Attorney General.
Yes.
The governors.
Keep going.
The mayors.
Keep calling.
The IRS.
Don't stop
calling.
The
State Department of Education.
Call them more.
Cash App. PayPal. GoFundMe.
Report it all. Yep.
Trying to destroy something.
Until you show receipts and vendor invoices and do right by them. Until you do right by me, everything you do will fail. Until you do right by those contributors and donors, that school will not open. It's called accountability, Prince of Pancrust Pizza. I know it's a difficult term for you and your base because I've literally had to spell the word docs twice today in the same chat. So I understand if words are hard. I get it. However, accountability it's just a matter of you showing the people where their money is going, that the contributing that's supposed to be towards the school. You're talking about getting vendors. That's not going to stop you getting an electrician. If you have a contract drafted up between yourself and a vendor who's a electrician, and you expect them to do X number of hours of service and do some work to get the electricity going, and you agree to pay them X number of dollars, people wouldn't call if they could see proof that you've hired an electrician. If you could show vendor invoices and receipts. See, documentation matters. Prince of PCP, it matters. No one will be calling the IRS because you don't want to release the contribution dollars, nor are you filling out the expenses on the tax forms. What they're going to be doing, though, is completing more tax complaints to the IRS on tax forms 13909. Y'all file complaints to the IRS on tax form 13909. Yeah, that's going to keep going. Because people who are opening up schools legitimately, like Jalen Rose and LeBron James, neither of them have received the cease and desist order either. You have, from an entire state, the entire Commonwealth of Pennsylvania told you to get your bum ass out and stop taking contributions because you refuse to submit documentations according to state law that you're required to submit in order to receive contributions in the state of Pennsylvania. All because he was too lazy to do the work and submit some documentation. He literally thinks he doesn't have to do anything but just take in money, and somehow a school is supposed to magically open and everybody's supposed to come in and work for free because he's an idiot.
That we trying to do for Black people.
Doxing,
but guess what? I blame you because if I go over to YouTube, every hate video has thousands of views. Why do hate videos on the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy have thousands of views? Because you fake ass people on this live right now, not all of you, who claim to support, will go to YouTube and support the hater after you support me. How can you support the school and support the hater by subscribing to their channel and watching the videos?
You don't get to control that. You goon.
By negativity.
You are entertained by negativity. If I'm about to call the next parent, but if you haven't donated to the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy, get on your Cash App right now. If you haven't donated to the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy, get on your Cash App right now.
He's crazy. He is
$FDMG School. $FDMG School. $FDMG School. $FDMG School.
For the fourth time.
$FDMG School. You got a stimulus check. You got
it's
a stimulus
not yours.
check. You're about to get another stimulus check. How much of that did you donate to the future of Black boys?
$0.00 when you talk about sitting alongside a fireside and cuddling with them. No one should be donating any money from the government that is supposed to be towards your bills and expenses because you're not able to work, just so you can sit here and cuddle with 2nd through 4th grade age school age boys. Because that's what he said. We would go to the fireside and we will cuddle. Fuck you. Fuck he say? I can't get that out of my head. It's like a horror show.
How much? How much? Speaking of farming, I need some Black farmers to get at me. You must know your trade, because I'm looking at farmland in Delaware. We need an acre or two for our school farm. We need an acre or two for our school farm. We're going to have crops and animals, cows, horses, chickens, turkeys. We might even do some pigs, Black pigs. Black pigs. We're going to have Black pigs. Ever since I started asking people if they donated to the school when they want a radio interview, most of them have not. So let me say this to all you radio Negroes out there. Let me say this to all you radio Negroes. If you have not donated to the school, don't you dare text me. Don't you call me. Don't you inbox me. You are out of your African mind. If you think I'm going to help you build your little weak radio platform when you don't even have enough respect to help us achieve our goal of building the first truly Pan-African, truly.
And the law would say no, because it's truly discriminatory. Let me explain something to you. You talk about having livestock and animals. Who's going to care for the animals? I mean, Michael Vick went to jail for many years over dog fighting. Do you really think that any humane society would allow you to have horses, pigs, goats, sheep, turkeys, chickens, none of that, when you don't have the knowledge, education, or skill set to care for these animals? He won't show a vendor receipt or invoice that he paid someone to come in and tend to the HVAC system. How do you think that's going to go when it comes to a veterinarian caring for some animals on that property? And how does he know he would even be able to have that type of livestock and animals on the property in the first place? Who would be in direct care of those animals? Who would be responsible for all those damn animals? He's crazy. This is how deranged he is. It's crazy. He doesn't have good ideas. The stuff that comes out of his mouth is just nonsense and buffoonery.
Independent, economics-oriented academy for Black boys. Don't you call me. Only if you donated to the school. Did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear that?
Exactly.
Quaker Grits is $20 million a year off Black folks. Quaker Grits. Can I have your grit money for 1 year? Give me your grit money for 1 year and I will build 10 schools across this country. No. Give me your grits. Give me your Quaker grits. No more grits for 1 year. Can we sacrifice our grits for 1 year? Can we sacrifice the grits? If you give me the grits, 19 million on Quaker grits.
$19 million on Quaker grits, black folk. If you give me your Quaker grits.
No, thanks.
Give me your grit money. I don't want your Louis bag money. I don't want your Mercedes money. I don't want your weave, perm, haircut, Air Jordan, Timberland money. Give me your grits.
From what I understand, you raised about $750,000. Yes.
Well said.
$750,000.
I just see portions of this with Lord Jamar, and Lord Jamar went easy on him.
About 20 months ago.
Too easy.
You end up purchasing 2 buildings, yes?
4 buildings.
4 buildings. Okay. For about
2 schools, 4 buildings.
2 schools, 4 buildings for $400,000.
It was more than that.
Okay. Well,
how much was it?
Everybody wants to know, where's the extra money? Where'd the extra money go? And why is it taking so long to open this school? Like people feel like, and I'm not just going to say people feel, because I'm also going to share a story with you as well.
Yes,
but people feel like, you know, the time that 6 years is just a very long time to be raising money. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And to finally get the buildings that you ended up getting that are in disrepair and all of that. And I think it's the transparency that people are looking for. A lot of people are looking for you to be more transparent. And when they don't see this transparency, it makes them feel, you know, skeptical.
Okay. Let me speak to some of that.
Yes, please.
Okay. Number one, I'm transparent with my donors. I'm transparent.
Now, I'm being told that
for all the donors, has he ever given you all any documentation, any receipt, or any proof of how the money was spent? Put a 1 in the chat if you've gotten any documentation from Umar, if you are a donor or contributor. If you've ever given money to FDMG Leadership Academy in this chat under the sound of my voice. Don't be scared. Don't be afraid. I'm not going to bash you. I just want to know if he has given you a statement for you to file with your taxes, for donating to a nonprofit organization, a receipt, or anything showing that your dollars went towards this XYZ expense for the school. Please put a 1 in the chat if you've ever gotten anything from him at all, period. Put a 1 in the chat. If not, put a 2 in the chat. If you've given money and Umar has not given me a damn dime, Lady Luck, he has not given me a document, a letter, he's not giving me anything. I've never even got an email or a text saying thank you. Put a 2 in the chat if you haven't gotten anything from him and you are a donor or contributor. Because I love to prove a point. 1 in the chat if you did get a letter or a receipt for your donation. 2 in the chat if you haven't gotten anything. Put a 3 in the chat if you find it comical that I'm even asking this question. You said, Lady Luck, what the hell is wrong with you? Why are you even asking that? You know he gave us that. Put a 2 in the chat. Put a 2 in the chat. If he hasn't given you anything, put a 3 in the chat. If you say, Lady Luck, you out of your mind for even asking that question, you know damn well he ain't giving us no documentation. Put a 3 in the chat if you telling me I'm out of my mind for asking. Maddie said 3. T. Davis said 3. The Informing Media said 3. Come on, keep it coming, y'all. And hit the like button while you're at it. 48 people watching. Boy, I ain't got nothing because I would never see him nothing crazy up the question. Put a 3 in the chat if you talk about Lady Luck Club. You crazy for even asking us this question. You know damn well he ain't gave us no document. Umar, you Prince of Pan Crust Pizza, you double stuffed Oreo cookie. Let me tell you something. I have supporters in my chat that have given you money and you have never been transparent with them or been accountable or anything whatsoever. So for you to sit here to say that you are transparent with your donors is a lie from the pit of hell. And I'm going to need you to return that lie to sender. You and the devil are a liar, Umar Johnson. And you need to return that lie to sender. I have supporters in my chat that are I'm crazy for even asking them the question of whether or not you've given them any proof of their donor or the contribution that they've given to you towards this FDMG school. 3s coming down the list, coming at you. All right, let's get to it. Because this idiot is deranged. Umar Johnson is out of his mind. You're out of your mind. He is so delusional.
That there, people say when your actual donors will ask certain things, they said you will sometimes block them and all this type of stuff.
That is not true. Those are not donors. Those are haters. My donors have direct access to me. I talk to them. I know who they are. Most of them are repeat donors. My donors range everywhere from Black professionals. I have lawyers. I have engineers. I have business owners, all the way down to the retired great-grandmom who's sending me $10 a month because she want to see this plan come to fruition. Haters don't donate. Donors don't hate. So
But donors have the right to demand accountability and transparency, and they want to know what you're doing with their money. Period. You're not going to twist this up, Umar. You prince of PCP. You're not twisting this up.
Accountability is only to those who donate. I want to be very clear about that. It's only to those who donate. So people who ask random questions, they'll never get answers because you don't support this. Now, with that being said, let me also say this. The other question that you ask, which is often asked, is 6 years he don't have the school yet. I'm not to blame for that. The community is to blame for that.
What?
I cannot manifest the school out of thin air. Schools cost money. They're not houses. They're commercial property.
He just blamed the entire community for the school not being opened in 6 years. So he's saying either you're donating or you're hating, a word he can't define. But when asked, okay, so why is it taking so long? Oh, it's the community's fault. It's not my fault. He's blaming the community, the very people that are either donating or who's, adults are crazy enough to think that their child actually should go to that school for him to cuddle with them by the fireside. He's blaming the community. His deranged, delusional mindset has no boundaries.
But because we're not used to building things exclusively with Black dollars, we don't understand how long it takes to get that done. I'm not a charter school. I'm not a public school. My school isn't going to subsist on white handouts and government funding. My school is grassroots Pan-African Academy. So it'll take as long as it takes until we raise the money to achieve the goal. It is that simple. Why the school ain't up yet? Because we're not raising enough money. But guess who don't have to ask those questions? The owner of Quaker Grits, because Negroes give them $11 million a year. Guess who don't have to ask that question? Nike and Air Jordan, because Negroes give them $4 billion, $2 billion a year. Malt liquor, $4 billion a year. Weave, perm, and beauty products, $30 billion a year. Fast food, $1 billion a year. They don't have to ask the Europeans and the Jews and the Chinese and the Arabs. They don't have the ability. Is only
makes them feel they said you will sometimes block them and all this type of stuff.
That is not true. Those are not donors. Those are haters. My donors have direct access to me. I talk to them. I know who they are. Most of them are repeat donors. My donors range everywhere from Black professionals. I have lawyers. I have engineers. I have business owners, all the way down to the retired great-grandmom who's sending me $10 a month because she want to see this plan come to fruition. Haters don't donate. Donors don't hate. So my accountability is only to those who donate. I want to be very clear about that. It's only to those who donate. So people who ask random questions, they'll never get answers because you don't support this. Now,
questions are not random. They're very direct. How are you spending the money? Why are the expenses on the tax forms blank for 5 years in a row? Very direct questions. Same questions the IRS will be asking your dumbass when they open up this investigation on you, because they're going to get enough complaints to have to do it.
Now, with that being said, let me also say this. The other question that you ask, which is often asked, is 6 years, he don't have to school yet. I'm not to blame for that. The community is to blame for that. I cannot manifest the school out of thin air. Schools cost money. They're not houses. They're commercial property. But because we're not used to building things exclusive.
Pause. Black people aren't used to building things. I love proving idiots wrong. So let me share this tab right quick and we'll get back to it. Here's purehistory.org. As you all can see, lost black towns. I want you all to see this because no one has to make this up. These are facts. This is receipts, Umar, because you love watching us haters. You said that we're not used to building things as a race of black people. I don't know exactly if you're trying to just refer to idiots like yourselves or you're talking about black people as a whole, but that is another lie from the pit of hell. So you guys see lost black towns. Number one, Fort Mose in Florida. A whole town built by black folks. Rosewood, Florida. Yep, massacre that won't be forgotten courtesy of the Real Rosewood Foundation. It's a small town, predominantly black town. Yeah, population of just slightly more than 300. Woman claimed that something happened to her from a black man. They came in and they burnt it and they killed people and all that other stuff. Seneca Village, New York. Yep, between 1825 and 1857, predominantly black. 5 Points District, New York. Weeksville, New York. Greenwood, Oklahoma. Allensworth, California. You talk about black people are not used to building things, Umar. I'm looking at a laundry list of cities and states built by black people that were predominantly black. Your dumb fuck ass don't know history, and now you want to blame it on our whole community. Yes, I'm cussing you all. I'm cussing because there is no reason for anyone to be this ignorant. There's no excuse for this level of ignorance when he could Google information that he has right at his fingertips. Umar Johnson, you prince of pan crust pizza. You double stuffed barrel of pepperoni and pork belly rind, belly filled, Swiss roll filled Oompa Loompa. There is no excuse for you to be that ignorant, claiming to be an intellectual, when you can Google information. I am looking at countless cities. And this is just page one. Built by black people that were predominantly black. And you're talking about we're not used to building communities? We're used to building pyramids. We're used to building nations. What the are you talking about? Black people have invented, have been innovative, built cities, building schools. You think that's the first school ever built by someone? That school building was not even built by a black person. What the hell are you saying, you moron? You're not even the owner of the buildings, Umar. FDMG LLC is the owner of it. The ignorance coming from him is staggering. He's not smart. And this is simple. This is stuff that he could have just Googled. But he blames the community for not giving him enough money to have buildings renovated, because that's all he would have had to do. And he couldn't do that because of his incompetency. And because he's a con artist, he really had no intention on opening up schools. Just as an FYI. He had no intention on opening any schools up. And yet he sits here and accosts black people saying we aren't used to building communities or building school buildings, when that's all we've done. He's out of his fucking mind. Let's get back to it.
With black dollars, you don't understand how long it takes to get that done.
I'm not a charter school. I'm not a public school. My school isn't going to subsist on white handouts and government funding. My school is grassroots Pan-African Academy. So it'll take as long as it takes until we raise the money to achieve the goal. It is that simple. Why the school ain't up yet? Because we're not raising enough money.
Because
but guess who don't have to ask those questions? The owner of Quaker Grits, because Negroes give them $11 million a year. Guess who don't have to ask that question? Nike and Air Jordan, because Negroes give them $4 billion, $2 billion a year. Malt liquor, $4 billion a year. Weave, perm, and beauty products, $30 billion a year. Fast food, $1 billion a year. They don't have to ask the Europeans and the Jews and the Chinese and the Arabs. They don't have to ask how long it's going to take them to get that Negro money. We give it freely. But when one of our own steps up with the track record, the experience, the credentials, and the resume to do something like build a school to save Black boys with the hell that Black boys are catching in this country, we don't support him because, number one, we don't want him to get the credit. Number two, we don't want the responsibility of doing for self. And number three, you understand, we want to find an excuse to keep on depending on white folks. So that's really the answer to that. But I want to answer your other piece. You said, what you do with the leftover money? When you open up the interview tonight, I dropped the donation information. I said, get on your cash.
The owner of Nike is Phil Knight. It's a white man. Phil Knight. That's who owns Nike. What is he talking about? Nike has been around for decades. He's an idiot. But yet, never mind all the Black entrepreneurs that are quite successful that he's just overlooking right now, running his mouth. He's a goon. Why in the world would he sit here and accost the owner of Nike when Nike can at least deliver a product? See, when you go and buy some Nike shoes, you get the shoes you paid for. He wants you to give him money. He doesn't give you a receipt. He doesn't give you a vendor invoice. He doesn't give you proof of where the money is going. And yet, he gets upset because you stop giving him money because he can't show you what he's doing with it. But he wants to compare the idea of him never opening the school to Nike brand company. But if I go to the Nike store, I'm going to get what I paid for, and I'll get a receipt. That's how that works. He said the Black people have not built communities. When I pulled up a whole list of communities and towns that were predominantly built by Black people. And that was just page 1 of the website. But he won't Google and look up this information. Never mind Mary McLeod Bethune. I mean, Bethune-Cookman College is still a school. Never mind all of the African Americans that have come before him and had colleges opened. He's an idiot. Umar Johnson is an idiot. All of that history gone because he thinks he's doing the first of something. But yet, this is how he pays homage to those who came before him. Never mind the Black people that actually opened schools and colleges and universities prior to his existence, before he was even a thought on earth. Out of here. He's an idiot. And anybody that worships this, you have to be missing a brain, or you just, maybe your reading comprehension is off. Maybe you're just too lazy to research and Google information that's at your fingertips. I don't know. I don't even know how to even excuse that nonsense at this point. Like, this is just buffoonery.
App, $FDMG school. I said, get on your PayPal, paypal.me/FDMG Academy. I said, mail in your checks or money orders, P.O. Box 9634, Wilmington, Delaware, 19809. I also said, if you remember, I said, we are running short on the repair money.
Why?
We don't have it all. We have most of it, but we don't have it all to cover the repairs of the Garvey building. So to me, it is a very common sense question. Something that I don't even think needs to be asked. For somebody to say, what are you doing with the leftover money? We're paying for security so people don't vandalize the property like they've already done. You understand? We have to pay for repairs. We have to pay taxes, upkeep, things of that nature. That's what we're doing with the extra money. The electric system has to be repaired. The plumbing system has to be repaired. We just paid for the roofs to be repaired. The carpentry has to be redone. You understand? We have to do the fire alarm system, the sprinkler system. We have to pay for the building permits. There's a lot of expenses.
He's not even showing the expenses with estimates. You know, when you get vendors, you get some sort of proposal in place. You draft up contracts. He didn't even have staff. First of all, what's the financial plan on generating revenue to pay the teachers and staff? I'm so glad that you asked that question. Thank you for asking that question, Condolini. Yeah, how are you going to pay teachers and staff? These are simple, basic questions that one would answer when you're putting the blueprints together. When you're creating the financial plan on how you're going to actually bring in, whether it be through donors, sponsors, however you're generating some level of revenue so that the school can be self-sustaining. See, when you don't pass, 5th grade math, you might not have the wherewithal to be able to do that. In his world, 5 + 5 equals 911. I don't know what kind of math is he doing in his head.
We have to pay for the grass to be cut. That's not cheap. We have to pay for the grounds to be monitored. There's a lot of cost that goes into maintaining 2 schools, not 1, 2. Crazy. And for me, I'm happy because we were only looking to get 1 school, brother and sister. We ended up with 2. And to all those coons and trolls who say the buildings are trash, do you realize the 4 buildings we got are state-of-the-art modern schools? They are not old schools like the ones we went to. They are modern. That campus was renovated at a cost of $13 million in 2011, 9 years ago. And the only reason why we have to renovate is because the building was not secured by the previous owner, which allowed people to get in and do what? Strip the electric system.
I was about to say, steal the copper.
System, strip the HVAC system. Whenever you and Rod Dig are ready, only you 2 and your other brother, Godfrey, y'all can drive on down and I will give you a tour. And when you walk through them schools, you tell me if those buildings is trash. First of all, the buildings are in excellent shape. Excellent shape. We just got an offer for one of the buildings over more than $1 million. That sound like trash to you?
Okay, here's where I share a little story, brother Umar. So it just so happens that my wife's family has a lot of educators in it. Her sister is a principal of a school right now. Her mother was a teacher, and her father was and is a principal who actually ended up making his own school in East New York, Brooklyn. It's called the Trey Whitfield School. You can look it up. So he's been doing this since like 1983. And how he started was he started small. He started with 3 portable trailers that were behind like a church. Nobody was doing anything with them. And he went to the church because he was a principal like you. And he said, guess he got the same inspiration to start his own thing. So he talked to the people at the church. He ended up negotiating some sort of rent where he had to pay $500 a month per trailer. And he had like 280 kids. Now, he didn't have a lot of money. He didn't have a lot of donations and stuff like that. So what did he do? He said like a lot of schools and stuff, they would just throw out old desks and books and stuff like that. He'd go around to different schools and get desks. He'd go to the Board of Education and they'd give him stuff that they were getting rid of, you know what I mean, that they didn't want, books, whatever, all kind of different supplies. So he was using his resources. He did this till about the year 2000, where he then sees like a 4-story big ass building, you know, something pretty comparable to what, you know, you're talking about. Actually, it might be bigger than, it might be like those buildings combined, the ones that you bought. But this is in Brooklyn in East New York, like right off Atlantic Avenue. So anyway, he gets to this building. He said he didn't have $1 for the building, you know, but he goes to the man. He's like, yo, I want to get this building for a school. And the guy's like, yeah, well, he tells him whatever, I don't know, whatever the price was. And he's like, listen, I ain't got no money, but what I do have is I got a friend who's, he's like the president of a bank or something like that. And he'll give me a loan, you know, to renovate the place and all that. And if I miss whatever, any payments or something like that, then y'all will just have a free building renovated. You can take the building back and you'll get the shit renovated for free. So he ended up getting in there. And that was in the year 2000, when the year 2020. And this school now has gone on. It's a black school. They don't take no government grants or nothing like that. He does fundraisers and all this. You know, he knows some people in the sports industry and all, you know, because he used to play football back in the days.
Yeah, what's the name of the school?
It's called the Trey Whitfield School. Now, I talked to him. He's willing to sit down with you and you know, give you any tips or anything like that of how he did it. You know what I mean, and how he continues to do it. Because this man, and he's been on CNBC, all kind of other stuff like that. But the thing is, you know, he doesn't even have the type of notoriety that you have. You know what I mean? And
let's say what needs to be said. You're infamous, you're famous, you have notoriety. Why aren't you accepting outside help, donors, people that can help you put a business plan together, a financial plan, you know, get you a list of vendors? You didn't have to build the buildings from the ground up. He bought 2 buildings that were already formatted and designed to be schools, that were previously schools in and of itself. Why is it taking you 6 years to basically do renovations and upgrades? Because that's basically what he's saying. It's taking you 6 years to upgrade 2 buildings that were already previously schools. You don't even have to change the format or the layout of it, because that would cost more money. But he brags about all the donors and the wealthy people that are donating, the doctors and lawyers and this and that. Yeah, but it's the community's fault. It's not my fault, because it takes money to open the schools. When he's not even thinking about how much money it would take to actually keep paying teachers and staff, or whether or not he could get it accredited. Then you have to think about the lawsuits that will come in, because, you know, if only 1 or 2 kids apply and they don't get in because the color of their skin, now they're filing a lawsuit against you. And he doesn't even like to accept service when it comes to him being served a lawsuit. He's certainly not going to want to go through court on a lawsuit against the school itself for being discriminatory. These are things. The idea of him even talking to an attorney about the concept of an all-black boys school was not something he thought of, because he had no intention on taking this shit seriously and opening a school.
Yeah, and this man was able to make it happen. Like, you know what I mean? Like this man was able to just put his thing, you know, into fruition, use his resources. So maybe we're feeling like, yo, you know, money is the answer for everything. But sometimes it's our resources. How about, yo, you know, could you donate your time or something to help, instead of the money to fix something? How about y'all come in and donate your time to help build up the school or something like that? You see, it's not always about money. It's about the people that you know. It's about a lot of different things. You know, for 700,000, I feel like maybe we could have got a piece of land and just built from the ground up, and it could have been turned out cheaper. I don't know. We have to look into a lot of things, and this is a big undertaking that I feel like, you know, you might need some help with it, brother. What do you think?
Well, a couple things. I want to deal with your assumption that I might need some help.
Okay.
Most of my friends are educators. Most of my elders are educators and psychologists. That is my field. So it's kind of interesting when someone who's an expert in something, and I'm not speaking to you, I'm speaking to the detractors who say I can help.
But you're not a plumber. You're not an electrician. You're not an HVAC specialist. You're saying you need those things to be done on the buildings. You're not certified or licensed to do electricity, to do any electrical work, or to do plumbing, or to treat mold. You're not certified and licensed to do those things. You don't have the skill or the knowledge to do those things. He won't even Google what paint to use on concrete building that's made out of lime rock. I mean, just simple things like that. He's not licensed or certified to do those things. And what Lord Jamar was saying here, what Jamar is saying to him is, instead of you just asking for money all day, maybe you can get the people you need to do the services, and they'll do it for a reduced price or even for free. And then maybe if they have to be paid, other people can pay them. Other people pay for the electricians to come in, and other people will pay for the plumbers to come in and do the work on the buildings itself. That way, that's one less thing you're asking your public, your so-called supporters, to give you money for. Because you're draining on society right now. You keep asking people for money, and then you're blaming the community for the schools not being open.
Help him with that. This is
no, I think they're talking about the real estate part of it. Not you're an educator, but not a real estate guy. You
but
see
we already have the real estate. So that's not even an issue.
Right, but did we choose the right real estate? Did we take the money and do the best fiduciary thing with the money?
Brother, I just told you that the schools that we got was a $13 million project 9 years ago in excellent shape. We got a steal for that campus. It was a steal. It was the best thing I could have possibly got. I have no regrets.
Okay.
See, that's when we start feeding into the lies. That's why you got to come see the school, my brother.
Absolutely.
And the queen see it for yourself. Because you have people telling you that the school ain't in good shape. The school is in excellent shape, which is why we're getting offers for it now. It's in excellent shape, brother. The classrooms don't even have to be touched. We just have to fix the electrical system, the HVAC system, and the plumbing system. So I don't need help with the real estate.
So those things you still aren't licensed or certified to do. And what Jamar is suggesting is perhaps you can partner up with those who can deliver those services to do the service. As opposed to you asking for money for it, perhaps people will be more willing to pay for those contractors to come in and do the work. Because that is how it's done. You dumb. Umar is an idiot.
We're blessed with that campus. You understand? And as far as your brother's school, I support him.
That's my father-in-law.
I just looked at the website.
Mm-hmm.
Kudos to that brother.
Yes, sir.
But what I'm doing ain't that. I want to be absolutely clear.
Yeah,
the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey RBG International Leadership Academy will be America's first school based off the principles of Pan-African nationalism and international economics. That's not what I'm doing, brother. I have a totally different concept from him. You understand? So if
the concept could be different, but the implementation of how
I don't need his help implementing, brother, because I'm a certified school psychologist and a certified school principal.
But he's not a certified or licensed electrician or HVAC specialist or plumber. You understand? He has not even said how he's going to pay teachers and staff or how he's going to get the damn schools accredited. Who's going to be on the legal team? Because he's going to need a legal defense for all the lawsuits that's going to come in. Because children of other races are going to want to apply.
who's experienced, who got a whole cadre of educators. So y'all keep making these things. He needs to talk. No, I don't. Y'all don't know who I got.
But then
everything.
why is somebody, you have all these credentials, then why is this man who we don't know was able to put his school together in a few months and it's taking you 6 years, brother?
6 years is nothing for a school. I can show you
it's a lot
charter schools where the money is coming from the state, and it took them almost a decade to get open, brother. You don't open up a school in a year or two. I don't know your brother's story, and I don't care to know it. I don't care to know it.
Of course he doesn't.
Why not, though? If it could be helpful to you, why wouldn't you care to know it if it could be helpful to you?
Brother, I have friends who own schools. Do you understand that? I have friends who own schools. So if I need to talk to someone who owns a school, I already got that. I got what I need. The only thing missing from my equation is enough funds to complete the task. That's it.
That's all he cares about.
That's it. The school is not open yet because I don't have enough funds to do it that way. I'm not going to no bank.
Maybe maybe we need fundraising, different fundraising methods. Maybe the people that we go to.
We have that in place, but what I want you to understand.
So you got fundraising methods in place, and yet you're not implementing it, as Jamar just said. It's the implementation of it. You call yourself to be so smart, and you just discredited an entire community, saying that this is never being done before when it's been done throughout the decades in the United States of America. And if somehow you want to compare this to whatever's being done in the continent of Africa, then maybe you should go and build your schools there, Umar. Take all of your cult followers with you.
It takes time to build institutions. I ain't got no problem with where we are. I'm loving where we at.
Crazy.
We got our plans done by the engineer. We got our electrician chosen. I'm meeting with my HVAC this weekend. I got my plumber on standby. Roofer did his job. Carpenter lined up. We doing what we need to do on the time frame we doing it in. I don't need no help outside of the team I got, which is filled with experts from the East Coast to the West Coast, brother. So I got the books, I got the resume, I got the school. So when people pop shit, I'm trying to find who else doing the work.
Who's the team members again? I mean, just give the name of the team.
All I see is people on YouTube making videos, not y'all.
No, we're gonna keep
talking about my detractors and the other people in the conscious community. All they got is videos and DVDs. No institutions, no track record for helping nobody. Intellectual masturbation.
It seems like your main detractor is this guy Lenon Honor.
Yes. He's a down low brother who preys on teenage boys.
Whoa.
He's married with children, but he's on the down low. He preys on teenage boys, according to information that was released recently. I don't know the man. I never met the man. All he does is make videos about another man, which is me.
Right.
It was already questionable. That was already.
It's called journalism. Grow a spine and get over it. Coward.
Questionable, but based on information that another brother released, who I don't know either. Okay, he preys on teenage boys. Make sure you hit the Cash App, $FDMG School. Make sure you hit the PayPal, paypal.me/FDMG Academy. My first time I wore a wave cap in over a year. My first time wearing a wave cap in over a year. I forgot what they felt like. It's time to tie it down. It's time to tie it down again. King Kong back in the wave cap. Let's do what we do, only for a hot minute. I'm feeling good today. I don't gamble, but we need about $1.5 million for the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy renovation. We need about $1.5 million for the Garvey building. We need $1.5 million for the Garvey building. We need $2 million overall. So we're going to play and we're going to hit today. We're going to play and we're going to hit today, family. Let me show you what we're about to do. Let me show you what we're about to do, family. We're about to get us some money for the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy.
Unbelievable.
We're about to get some money. I need that 1.2 right there. Y'all see that? That's what we need.
He took the money with gambling.
That's what we need, that 1.2 mil. Y'all see that? That will get the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy, the whole campus. This will take care of the whole campus, family. This will take care of the whole campus, family. That 1.2, that will take care of the whole campus. So we're going to do Wheel of Fortune, Ifa Tunde style. We're going to do Wheel of Fortune, Ifa Tunde style.
Don't play around with sex on the date if you're not giving none up.
Yeah, he's gambling the donation money. What the hell? And because he hasn't shown any evidence that he's not spending or commingling the FDMG funds versus his personal funds, because the bank is allegedly freezing both accounts together somehow, while he only gave the 16-digit numbers from one card. You can't say he's not using FDMG funds to go out and gamble. You see, when you don't debunk or prove anything otherwise with documentation and evidence, Umar, yes, people do have the right to assume. It's called their opinion. This is the weakest, most pathetic miscreant roaming the earth right now, along with many others, but my goodness, that claims to be so smart and educated and intelligent. What's the name of the team that he says he has on his, around him, helping him open up this school? What's those team members? How are they getting paid?
Stop doing that. Stop doing that. I've heard about too many rapes that took place because you want to play. You want to entice the man with sex. You want to arouse him, but you don't plan on having sex. Don't play with a man sexually. And you don't even know him. You don't even know this man. You enticing him, touching his genitalia, allowing him to touch your genitalia, kissing you on the neck, getting undressed. If you know you're not having sex, why y'all in the bedroom? Don't play. Our daughters love being alone with men they don't know with their hot asses. Our daughters love being alone with men they don't know after the frat party with their hot asses.
International, you want a hug? I'll give you a hug and an ass smack. Stop being fresh. I told you before, it is business over the back shots. It is consciousness over the cookies. It is politics over the punani. And it is revolution over the romance. Sisters, raise your consciousness. We up here now. You thinking with the lower chakra. We dealing with the crown chakra and the third eye chakra. Sister, we dealing with the crown chakra and the third eye.
The God that I serve told me to steer clear of men like you in general. So thankfully, those who do have a brain all know that you're disgusting and depraved and to stay far away from you. He is so disgusting.
Chakra. Sister, we dealing with the crown chakra and the third eye chakra. You dealing with that root chakra. You dealing with that root and reproduction chakra. We not dealing with the root and reproduction chakra right now. We dealing with the crown. We dealing with the crown in the third eye right now. We dealing with some Obatala energy and some Yemoja Olokun energy. We dealing with some Obatala energy and some Yemoja Olokun third eye consciousness. Stop trying to pull Big Papa down to the root chakra. I'm not going there with you sisters on a Sunday morning while your grandmama's in church. Do she know you asking for ass smacks from the King Kong Congalicious? Does your grandma who's in church right now know that her granddaughter is on Instagram Live asking the Prince of Pan-Africanism, the leading scholar of his race, for an ass smack on a Sunday morning during church hours? Cincinnati, you off the hook.
I try to stay scandal-free, but I'm not going to make the mistake I made with the conscious stripper. I'm not going to make the mistake I made with Miss COINTELHO. I'm not going to make the mistake I made with Kim Ringgold and stay quiet. I'm not staying quiet no more. Any female who comes out and think they're going to damage my reputation, damage my credibility while I'm trying to build a school for Black children because you didn't get what you want from me with your fat, pregnant, married ass, I'ma expose your ass. The last thing you should have done was ran Natasha K, sweetheart. But I got a couple female celebrities, we call, we flirt, we message,
No, this shirt is wet. This shirt is drenched. Is this grease or fat back or sweat? What is this? Is this his way of taking a shower in slow motion? How is this going?
Got a couple multi-millionaire queens we bounce off, but I know it's not a good social match for me
can't get no
because I'm unapologetically African. So if I end up in a relationship with her, there's things she do that are contradictory to what I stand for. So I can respect her and I can honor her.
Why is this?
We might even have a cup of
a cup of milk and cookies. You know, one of these cold winter nights, we might, cuddle up with a warm cup of chocolate milk and some chocolate cookies. You understand me?
She never touched the Shango stick. She never kissed the Shango stick. She never licked the Shango stick. And she never rode the Shango stick. Do you understand me, my sister? I'm going to say it one more time. She never kissed the Shango stick. She never licked the Shango stick. She never sniffed the Shango stick. And she damn sure didn't ride the Shango stick. There's no way that beautiful African child is mine. Okay, I know I am the Black Christ, but I cannot conceive with a woman without touching her. I understand I am the Messiah of this day and time, but there's no way.
Umar rebuke you in the name of Jesus. You dumb demon. Do y'all hear this nonsense? Unbelievable. The narcissism that oozes from him is unbelievable. But yet words hurt. See, this is how you know you're dealing with someone with no confidence or self-esteem, because he gets angry and upset and volatile over words, over criticism. You're a public figure. You're subjected to criticism. It's going to happen. You don't get to police or control the internet. But then wants to sit here and call himself the Messiah. The devil is a liar, and so are you.
I can conceive a child unless I go into you. You understand me?
Oh,
okay.
So
None of my milk got spilled ever with this woman. We was never alone. No milk got spilled, nothing. She ain't kissing, she ain't sniffing, she ain't licking, and she damn sure didn't ride the Shango stick.
Show them you mean business. Show up like you mean business. That means, Black mother, don't go to the school in your damn pajamas. The next time I see a Black mother, you know what? At the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy, I'm going to have a Super Soaker water gun. At the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy, I'm going to have a Super Soaker water gun. Invented by a Black man, by the way. Invented by a Black man, by the way. Invented by a Black man, by the way. I'm going to have a Super Soaker.
He says that 3 times because he just realized that. But he doesn't admit to the many communities that were built by Black people, or other schools that were previously built by Black people, long before he existed, long before his parents were even born.
Water gun. And if any Black mother walks into the doors of the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey RBG International Leadership Academy for Pan-African Excellence in your pajamas, I'm telling you now, if you walk into my school in your pajamas, I'm a Super Soaker your ass from head to toe. And I'm going to make sure I mess your hair up, your weave in the process. I'm telling you now.
And call 911.
See, we an independent school. We can do that. We not a charter school. We not a charter school.
You can't do that.
We not a public school. We independent. This is Garvey talking. We independent. So I'm telling all my Black mothers.
He's not exempt from laws. Call 911 if this man assaults you with any type of gun. I don't care if it's a water gun, because you don't know what's in it. What if he sprays out something that can be toxic, like bleach?
Now, when you show up to drop your son off at the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy, stay your ass in the car if you got your pajamas on. Because if you come in my school with your pajamas, I'm a Super Soaker your ass from head to toe. And I'm going to make sure I mess up your blonde weave. I'm telling you now, this is King Kong. Come to my school with your damn pajamas on, Black mother.
Unbelievable.
You just crawled out the bed after getting bent over, and you're going to come out the house straight out the bed with sex crumbs all over your body.
Why does he have to go straight to that? Like, why does it always have to go to something sexual related? It's so gross. His little Peabody brain can't comprehend anything else but that. Because he damn sure won't Google the words doxing or owner of Nike, communities built by Black people, schools built by Black people, electrician, plumber, HVAC tech. He won't research any of that. But he always ends up talking about sex. He is depraved.
You're going to crawl out the bed and come to my school with sex crumbs all over your body. Looking like a damn ghost because all that makeup you wear then ate your natural skin juices up. All that makeup you wear on your face then ate your natural skin juices up. So you look like a damn ghost without makeup with 10 feet long eyelashes. You show up at my school in some pajamas.
Yeah, he is
I'm gonna grab the super soaker. I'm gonna grab the super soaker. I'm gonna grab the super soaker water gun. I'm gonna grab the super.
And the moment he take that pose, you take a picture of it, live stream it, and call 911. Hello, officer. There's a black man out here. He looks like an ape. It's hard. It's not hard to miss him. He's 6'3". He has monkey hair on his head. He's pointing a weapon at me. He said it's a water gun. I don't trust it. All I know is aimed at me and my child on a campus school grounds where other minor children are around. I need you all to come here and take his ass out. That's all we need to do. What's the ETA on this? 5 minutes? Okay, I'll be outside. I'm wearing pajamas. You can't make this shit
soaker water gun. I'm gonna aim at your weave, your perm, your blonde extensions, and I'm a super.
You gonna be out there in them pajamas waiting on the cops
from head to toe. Oh yes.
Oh, that's so gross.
Oh yes. FDMG. FDMG is coming, baby.
So
FDMG is coming. You got one time to show up in your pajamas.
Damn it.
That is so. That is so unprofessional to crawl out your bed with your man's juices dried up on your thigh, your juices dried up on your cheeks.
How do you know that?
And you crawled your ashy ass out the bed with sex crumbs all over you.
So gross.
In your nasty pajamas, and you think you're going to come to the Frederick Doug, and you think you're going to walk into my school, and then you're going to drop them off late. Most of you pajama queens, most of you pajama mamas, that's what I'm going to call you. Pajama mama. Are you a pajama mama? Are you a pajama mama? Are you that pajama mama who be crawling out the bed with sex crumbs on you?
Gross. Gross.
Putting your dusty pajamas on flip-flops. Crust in your eye, crust stash around your mouth.
Ew, he's spitting. Ew.
You didn't go to bed till 4 o'clock, so you woke up late? Because your bend over session didn't start till about 1 in the morning, till Mike got free from selling his.
Y'all don't let this man near you. This is what he fantasizes about all day. This is it. This is what's going through his head right now. Of all the things he could be talking about, this is it. This is the zenith of his mindset here. It doesn't get beyond that. That's why he can't open up a school, because he can't get past sex crumbs crusted up on somebody's thigh and water guns with super soakers.
Pack. So Mike didn't get to your house till 1:30. You and Mike didn't go to sleep till 4 o'clock because y'all was making black magic. And so you want to bring your son late. You want to sound him in like, oh, Dr. Umar, I'm so sorry I overslept. Dr. Umar, I'm so sorry I overslept. And you think you're going to bring your late ass in my school?
It doesn't exist, Johnny.
You think you're going to bring your late ass in my school with sex crumbs all on you? I'm going to line your ass up. I'm going to line you up. I'm telling you right now, black mother. And I'm going to aim at that weave. I'm going to aim at that perm and that blonde hair. Y'all know I can't stand a black woman with blonde hair. You know I can't.
How about this? How about the single fathers that might be dumb enough to put their boys in that school? What if they come up in there in their sweatpants and t-shirt? How's that conversation going to go? Did you ever think about that, Prince of PCP? Did you ever think about maybe the dad drops them off and he's got sweatpants on and a t-shirt and maybe he just crawled out of the bed? How's that conversation going to go regarding those sex crimes? I'm curious to hear the dialogue between you and a dad that might drop off their boys. I hope that no man sends their boys to that school. But let's just say, for shits and giggles, it's not the mom dropping off the little boy. It's the dad. And he's a single parent. Maybe he thinks that you're, okay. This school is something. It's a step above wherever the public school is, even though my kid would still go to public school over this bullshit, but whatever. Let's say it's the dad, though. Are you going to say the same stuff to a grown man, Umar? Because I'm curious to know how that conversation would go. If you think expecting the mom, because he's only targeting the women here. But what if it's not the mom getting out the car? What if it's the dad dropping them off? Then what? What's your conversation going to be then? You can't go to a grown man talking about, oh, you got sex crumbs on your thighs. That dude gonna knock your ass out. Hopefully. Y'all, can you imagine that conversation if he gets out and it's all dads lined up? How's the sex crumb conversation gonna go with grown men now?
Can't stand a black woman. Oh, I'm gonna line you
You
up.
can't stand black women.
And I'm a super soaker your ass. Since you didn't want to wash your ass before you brought your son in, since you didn't want to wash your ass and you crawled out the bed with sex crumbs, since you didn't want to wash your ass, I'm gonna put some alkaline water and I'm gonna put a little I'm gonna put some what we call it? The African black soap. I'm gonna put some African black soap since you don't want to wash your ass before you brought your son to my school after you had the sex crumbs. I'm gonna put some African shea butter soap in here with the.
Imagine a grown man only firing a water hose or water gun or something, a super soaker at a woman. But if it's a man getting out the car, he's not gonna do any of that bullshit because he's a punk ass. Umar, you're a whole punk. You're a punk. You are a punk.
The alkaline water. With the alkaline water. In fact, I'm gonna turn this into a super. This is a super circle bomb. I'm gonna just bomb her ass. I'm gonna just bomb. Super circle.
Hello, 911. We got a bomb threat. This big black ape with butt hair on his head just used the word bomb, and he's talking about throwing it at me, a woman. Yeah, hurry up and get down here and lock his ass up. Hurry up and lock his ass up. He's down here using the words like bomb and gun and firing squad and alkaline. I have no idea what this dude is on, but y'all need to come and collect him.
I can't stand
only with the women.
Mama.
Black men have no business in a room with white women by yourself.
Oh, he speaks from experience.
Well, if that's your opinion, so be it. Sure, whatever.
He doesn't know what he's talking about.
I don't even know who's running the mouth.
It don't matter.
I'm gonna stay focused.
Yeah, it don't matter. All of these morons in here clapping this stuff on.
What has always bothered me in my work is when people don't care for Dr. Umar. Why do you bother to bring your ass out to my lecture if you got a problem with me? Take your dusty ass home.
He talks about uplifting the black community. Oh boy. I'm just curious to know how would that super soaker thing go if there's a man getting out the car, dropping the boys off, and the man's wearing some pajama pants. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Pajama pants.
You must fulfill 3 conditions if you are a loyal donor. 3 conditions if you are a loyal donor of the most honorable Frederick Douglass and the most honorable Marcus Garvey, RBG, International Leadership Academy. Number 1, you must donate on a regular basis. If you're not donating on a regular basis, don't call yourself a donor. Don't call yourself a donor.
Unbelievable.
I got donors who've been rocking with me since 2015. I got donors who've been rocking with me since 2014. I got donors who've been rocking with me since 2016 and 17. Don't call yourself a donor if you're not donating on a regular basis. That's number one. That's number one. That's number one.
So if you've ever given him a one-time donation of like $2,000, consider that to be nothing. It's such a clown. So the one-time $2,000 payment does not count. It has to be regular payments. What a clown. The narcissism.
Number two, you must share the donation information on your social media pages and websites. If you do not donate if you do not share the FDMG donation information on your social media and website, you are not a loyal donor. Let me say that again.
He's a cult.
Even if you donate, if you're not motivating other people to donate, then you don't have both feet in this war.
That's a pyramid scheme, people. And I hate to keep pausing this, but this is a pyramid scheme, okay? You got to have fresh money coming into the pyramid scheme in order for the scheme to continue to flow on. Because once the fresh money stops flowing, you know, after 11 years, people are probably not donating over an 11-year period because they see the school is not open. So you imagine if you get an influx of money that comes in maybe the first two years or so, those people stop donating. How do you continue on with this? That's no different than a pyramid scheme, and you have recruiters out recruiting in people into the pyramid scheme. This is like a financial Pan-African based type cult here. It has a cult of personality. You got this narcissistic cult leader, wannabe cult leader, perpetuating this scam, and then telling his followers to become recruiters of this scheme, basically, to keep fresh money flowing into the pyramid scheme. He's already got the tiered packages on his website. That's how pyramid schemes operate. This whole thing is scamish, and you get nothing in return. You don't even get the damn school open. All you get is false promises of something opening that will never open because it's not self-sustaining. How are you going to pay the teachers and staff? You cannot expect them to work for free. So now the cult members, the brainwashed cult members of this, are out recruiting, having to post up. Here's the $2,000 I just gave up that I could have used for bills, but I put towards this idea that has not come to fruition for at least 11 years. You all should come and do the same. It's called recruitment, perpetuating the scheme. So, his cult members are not going to look up pyramid scheme, but that's pretty much the idea of how it works.
That we trying to fight
crazy
for the salvation of Black children. Because I got people who claim to be donors.
Crazy.
And they've never shared the donation information on a Facebook. I got people who claim to be loyal. They've never shared the donation information on a Instagram. They never shared it on a TikTok. They never shared it on their Twitter. If you don't feel comfortable sharing our donation information on your social media, you're not real. You're not real. In fact, when it's time for the grand opening, not only will we look at whether you donated, we're going to look at whether you shared the donation information. We're not going to look at whether you donated alone. We're going to look at whether or not you have shared the donation information, brothers and sisters. I got people who claim to be down with me, never shared the donation information.
How would you know that?
Knew me the whole donation, knew me since 2014, 2015, 2016, and they've never shared the donation information. So if you don't share the donation information,
only way he knows that
I know where you stand. I know where you stand.
Following people on the internet.
You must share the donation information. You must donate. Oh yes. Oh yes.
No.
And number 3, you must not support the enemies and detractors of the FDMG mission. If you be,
how would he know if you're doing that? That means that there are cult members following you all over the internet, leaving digital footprints behind. You know, because that's part of cyber stalking, Umar. That's a cyber crime. And you're not smart enough to help people eradicate those digital footprints being left all over the internet. You're not even smart enough to Google Black communities and towns that have been built by Black people predating your existence. So you're definitely not smart enough to teach anyone how to stay off of the internet and not get caught cyber stalking. Because how else would anyone know that? He's an idiot. So if you pay money into this cult, this pyramid scheme, they're going to be following you all over social media to see if you're posting up this pyramid scheme to put money into. I'm calling it. That's my belief, my opinion, based on my research on it and based on the definition of a pyramid scheme and the concept of one. Oh, and those contribution packages, those tier packages on his website. And the fact that everything he's saying is in line with what a pyramid scheme would be. And he's sitting here telling people, you must talk about it, post it up on social media. You can't support detractors. You don't get to control the internet, Umar, you moron. You don't dictate what people can and cannot do on the internet. He's out of his mind. What if those accounts are fake? You're not even smart enough to vet and make sure that these are real, authentic people trying to contribute money to you. How do you know they're not doing that to infiltrate your whole thing? He's so stupid. You know what? He just needs to be reported.
Watching the videos
just
of the
report his ass to the IRS.
If you be sharing their posts,
He's
if you
an
be
idiot.
laughing at their slander, you not real.
Yeah.
See, we putting together a FDMG FBI for the grand opening.
An FBI. That's a crime too.
We putting together a FDMG FBI. We going to investigate all donors to see if you've been really loyal.
What I tell y'all,
We putting together a FDMG FBI. Minimum donation. You can send me $1, sister. I can't count your pockets. There is no minimum donation. There is no minimum donation. If all you got is 75 cents, you go to paypal.me/FDMG Academy and give us 75 cents. If all you have is $5, go to FDMG. PayPal.me/FDMG Academy and give us $5. If all you got is $2, go to PayPal.me/FDMG Academy and give us $2. You can send me a $5 money order. You can send me a $10 check. You can send me a $12 money order. You can send me a $20 check to P.O. Box 9634, Wilmington, Delaware. P.O. Box 9634, Wilmington, Delaware 19809. If all you got is 1 penny, my brother, then send the penny.
This school was built by the African race, brothers and sisters. This school was built by the African race. I need a sister to come and give me a back massage every day at work, and I need a chef to come and bring me my food.
Gross.
Where's Chef Barbie at? Where my chefs at? I need a Monday chef, a Tuesday chef, a Wednesday chef, a Thursday chef, and a Friday chef. And when we have weekend events, I need a weekend chef, brothers and sisters. Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
He's just putting on the show. Putting on the show.
This is the main office. This is where the secretary's going to be at. This is the main office. We got me sisters with secretary skills. Where them secretary queens at? Lord have mercy. Where them secretary queens at? Who gonna decorate my office? I need some queens to decorate my office. I need a nice soft couch. When I do my life coaching sessions, a nice soft couch.
What?
Y'all better find somewhere to live near FDMG, because once we open up, I'm the #1 scholar.
Did he say he need a nice soft couch to do his counseling sessions? He is depraved.
And this will be the #1 center. I'm the #1 scholar, and this will be the #1 center. This is my office. This is Dr. Umar's office. I need a couch. I need a tank for my, I'm getting me a snake. I'm getting me another snake. I'm going to have a snake in here. My Ogun pot. What? My Ogun pot, my desk. This is my office, ladies. This is my office. Do not get fresh with the prince. Consciousness over the cookies. Politics over the punani. Revolution over romance. Institutions over. This is going to be my conference room.
Over what?
This is my conference room in my office. So if you need to have a private conference.
Yeah, he skipped the I word, by the way. Institutions over what?
If you need to have a private conference.
Idiot.
Oh, yes. Yes, brothers and sisters. Ah!
He's so gross.
Yes, brothers and sisters. The time is now, brothers and sisters. The time is now. FDMG, 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 brothers and sisters.
You got them grown men in his chat just kissing his ass.
Let me tell you something about your grandpa.
Oh my
because
God.
You told the people that your Grandpa Johnson, my biological father. Grandpop Johnson, my biological father. Grandpop Johnson, my biological father.
Okay, because 3 times.
You said he reached out to you. I don't know why Grandpop Johnson reached out to you, because Grandpop Johnson knows I don't like him being in contact with you without my permission. Grandpop Johnson had no.
The audacity to think that his father would need his permission to reach out to who? His daughter here? If he's saying grandpop. Is he talking to his daughter about contacting her own grandfather? Why the fuck would that grown man need your permission? You goon. He has no respect or honor for his own parents. So mom's locked up in the house and no one can get sign of life. And then he's sitting here talking about you can't reach out to the grandpa without his permission. Never mind the fact that the father, had to procreate to make his ass. Disgusting. He has like the worst controlling demon on him of all time. At the level of control that he thinks he has over people and the internet is mind-boggling.
Business reaching out to you because Grandpop Johnson knows I don't mess with him.
Crazy.
And I don't want him in contact with my children. But let me tell you what your mother and Grandpop Johnson did behind my back when you was a toddler. You ready for this one, baby Smurf? Ask your mama about this. I want you to ask your mama about this. One day I'm coming home from work and my brother is there. And my father's youngest son says to me, his oldest son, my father's youngest son says to me, his oldest son, he said, Abu was over your baby mama house. And we was raised Muslim. So in Islam, Abu means daddy, right? In Islam, Abu means daddy. So he says, Abu was over your baby mama house. I said, what? Abu was over your baby mama house. How in the hell can Abu, Grandpop Johnson, be at my baby mama house? He don't know my baby mama. I've never told him my baby mama name. He don't know where my baby mama live. So how in the hell
why
did
does he not know
Grandpop
that?
Johnson
He's the
end
grandfather.
up at baby mama house? Guess what happened, brothers and sisters? Guess what happened? My father's brother, my biological uncle, dated Mama Smurf's auntie. I'm going to say it again. Stay with me.
So what?
I did not know this. My father's brother, my biological uncle, dated my baby mom's auntie. Nobody told me.
Okay.
Let me say it one more time. My father's brother dated my baby mom's auntie, Auntie Smurf. Auntie Smurf. I never met Auntie Smurf. I don't know Auntie Smurf. Much respect to Auntie Smurf. So, Grandpop Johnson connects with Uncle Johnson, and Grandpop Johnson and Uncle Johnson gets in touch with Auntie Smurf. Stay with me, y'all. Stay with me. Stay with me.
Why are you so upset at your uncle dating her aunt? What? Why do you care? He literally is sitting here having a fit and a tantrum, a man-baby tantrum, as if he just found out that his father slept with his baby's mother. I literally was bracing myself for that. I'm going to be honest. I was bracing myself for impact of hearing that my father, turns out, slept with my baby mother. I mean, I thought he was going to say something like that. But he's not even saying that. He's saying that his uncle dated the baby mother's aunt. Who gives a shit? Why do you care? That's not groundbreaking news. Is the child yours? Yes. Okay, then. What are we talking about here? This overdramatic theatric nonsense is just comical at least. But it's ridiculous. This is what he sit here and gets upset about. This fake outrage over his uncle dating the baby mama's aunt. Get the fuck out of here. Who cares? Who cares?
Stay with me. Grandpop Johnson goes behind his son's back. Grandpa Johnson goes behind his son's back, gets with his brother, Uncle Johnson. They go and find Auntie Smurf. And Auntie Smurf connects them to Grandma Smurf. And so Grandpop Johnson, Uncle Johnson, Auntie Smurf, Grandma Smurf get with Mama Smurf. And they arrange for my father behind my back. This is how scandalous your mother is.
That's not a scandal, you dumbass. That's him wanting to meet his granddaughter. Because like you said, he doesn't know who she is, who the mother is. He doesn't know that this grandchild exists. And that's not something that you have the right to rob him of. Just because you're ashamed of your own child that you procreated it to help bring it to this world, and that's all you did, doesn't mean that your father wanted to remain separate out of his granddaughter's life. You ape shit. Why do you care? Umar, why would you care if your father had a relationship with his granddaughter? He wants to see his grandchild. That's normal for grandparents to want to be around their grandchildren. That's not a scandal. That's called a grandparent wanted to see their grandchildren. It's that simple. But see, since this clown, this punk, is a horrible father, he's a deadbeat, and he doesn't want to be in the child's life. Now he's mad because his father wants to be in the child's life. No one told you, Umar, that you had to come around and be in her life. But who are you to stop your father or any other relative of yours from wanting to be in that baby's life? Who are you? Get a job and get some business about yourself, you punk.
This is how scandalous your mother is.
That's not a scandal.
This is how scandalous
That's not a
your
scandal.
mother
It's
is.
the grandparent want to see their grandchild.
Johnson and Uncle Johnson gets with Auntie Smurf.
He's so controlling.
They get Grandma Smurf, and they arrange with Mama Smurf to see Dr. Umar's baby behind my back without me not being allowed to see my own child. Let me ask all black fathers a question. If you are a black father, can I ask you a question? If you are a black father, I'm asking black men a question. And if anybody want to text me, you know my number, 215-989-9858. 215-989-9858.
All real black fathers need to say, we wouldn't have this problem, bro. We want to see our kids. You don't
I got
want
a question for black fathers. If you are a father, would you go behind your son's back knowing he can't see his child? Would you go behind your son's back knowing he can't see his child? Would you go behind your son's back knowing he can't see his child? Get with your brother who dated her aunt.
Yes, the answer is yes. You don't even have to go that deep. Yes. Any real man that knows that they have a grandchild out there would definitely still want to see their granddaughter without you, regardless of whether you can see the child or not. That is on you. That's nothing to do with your father. That has nothing to do with your father, Umar. Your father wants to see his granddaughter. Bottom line. It's not that complicated. It's not that complicated, you walking ape. It's not that difficult. It's simple. You can't see the child. Doesn't mean that no one else can see the child. Everybody should go behind your back and go see her. Kick rocks. Barefoot.
Get with the grandma, get with the baby mom, and go spend time with your grandchild against the wishes of your son without your son's knowledge when he can't even see his own baby. Is there any father who would do that?
Yes.
Where the black men at in the chat?
All of them.
Where the black men at in the chat? I'm talking to the black men in the chat. Where y'all at? Brothers, where y'all at? Are there any black men who would go behind their son's back, get with the baby mom, spend time with the grandchild without the son's knowledge, without the son's permission, and doesn't even advocate for his son to see his child, and doesn't even advocate for the son to see his child, and doesn't even advocate for the...
Either the courts have told you to stay away or you choose to stay away. No one's stopping you. You Oompa Loompa. No one is stopping you, Umar. Either you're stopping yourself or a court order has said, don't do this or you're going to jail. Still has nothing to do with the remaining relatives that want to see this baby. Most men would want to do that. Absolutely.
Son to see his child.
He's an idiot.
The elders got together. Isn't that the African way? I guess it is. I guess it is. Without your son's permission, that's not the African way. Without your son's blessing, that's not the African way. Your son can't see his child, but you over there. Your son can't see his child, but you over there. Your son.
And that's a good question. Natural Beauty. Why is it that he can't see his child? You know, I don't know. I can only assume that either he chose not to or the courts have told him not to be around the baby. But whatever the reason is, you know, you hear how he talks and behaves and thinks. I wouldn't trust him around children either, including his own. But that has nothing to do. Like he thinks that, you know, I can't see the baby, so no one can go see her. What the hell? You don't control anyone else's actions and movements. You're just going to be mad until Jesus comes back. No one cares about how you think and feel, Umar. His father wanted to see the baby. He wanted to see his granddaughter. So he went around and circumvented the whole process of connecting with her family, with other relatives, and they went to see the baby. Umar can't. He's claiming he can't see the little girl. I don't know. I don't know why. Is it the courts only give you Umar supervised visitation? Is that the case? Because to me, it's either DV charges allegedly. Okay. Because either he chose not to go around his own daughter or there's a court order, like a restraining protection order, saying for him to not have any, you know, contact with the child. But that would be because of something he did. That would be because of issues between him and the baby's mother. That doesn't translate over to the grandparents and the relatives can't have contact with her, just him. And if he were to read, like a third grader, he would read the protection order, the restraining order, whatever is in place with the court, and he will see that he's the only one being limited to seeing this child. That does not include all other relatives. So he thinks that somebody needs to get his permission to see the child. No, they don't. They don't need to do that at all. Some states uphold grandparents' rights and allow grandparents to be granted visitation. Some states do actually have that. That's how ignorant Umar is. He doesn't even look up the laws to see what is and is not permitted and allowed to happen, even legally. What if the grandfather, his father, went to court and said, I want, visitation as a grandparent with the child. My son can't have visitation, but I want visitation with him. Some states uphold that. It's a grandparents' rights, and they give the opportunity when the parents are not in the picture or something's going on for the grandparents to have some visitation and grandparent time with the kids. So this is how ignorant he is. He's not even trying to look up, like, legally that could be possible for the grandfather to be given some rights to have or some access to visitation with the granddaughter. But why would he care? Why is he getting mad about that?
I can't see his child, but you over there. And then my brother tells me he got
That's all his
pictures
fault
with my daughter in his living room. What the?
What he mad about?
What? My brother told me Grandpop Johnson got pictures. He said he got pictures with your daughter in his house.
Ooh.
How in the hell did Grandpop Johnson get pictures with my daughter and I can't even see my own daughter? Can I ask baby mamas, if you are a mother or a grandmother, can I ask you a question? And I have no disrespect towards Grandma Smurf. She's an elder. She did me wrong, but she's an elder. Much respect to you, Grandma Smurf. I don't hold no animosity for no relatives, brothers, sisters, aunts, uncle, cousins. I hold y'all harmless. Y'all did me dirty, but I hold y'all harmless.
They didn't do you dirty.
Ask a question
You're
to
the
the
one that
mothers and
brought that on
grandmothers.
yourself.
If you are a mother or grandmother, would you invite your grandchild's grandfather to your house?
Yes.
If you know he don't have a good relationship with his son, to be with his child behind his back. I'm talking to mothers and grandmothers. Would you invite your grandbaby's grandfather over your house to spend time with your grandbaby when you know him and his father don't get along and he don't want his father around his child?
The common denominator, Umar, is you. You're the one that has been restricted by a court of law to not go around this baby, regardless of your relationship with your own father, which is also part of your fault. So if you don't have a good relationship with your own father, that is on you to correct, not the mother and the grandmother of the grandbaby. Just as much as the reason why you can't be around your own child. That is your fault, Umar. What does that have to do with the mother or grandmother of the daughter of the child? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. You're like a man baby throwing a tantrum. You think like a 12-year-old middle school kid. Grow up, and grow a spine. You rectify your relationship with your father. You need to figure out what you need to do to be able to be granted parenting time with your daughter. That's on you. The world does not stop revolving around the sun because you're an imbecile. Umar is a moron.
And the baby daddy can't even see his own child. The baby daddy can't even see his own child.
Child, please.
But y'all going to bring Grandpa Johnson, or that's what your mother and grandmother did and your grandfather did. That's what your mother, I'm not going to blame your auntie because your auntie could have been innocent. I'm not going to blame my uncle. My uncle could have been innocent. Should my uncle have told me that he dated my baby mom's aunt? He should have told me that.
No.
He should have told me that.
Have to
my
tell
uncle should have told me he
that.
dated my baby mom's aunt.
He's an idiot.
Okay. I was born Jermaine Shoemake anyway. I'm good.
You're a clown.
I was born Jermaine Shoemake anyway. I'm good. I was born Jermaine Shoemake anyway. I'm good. But anyway.
3 times.
Anyway. Brothers and sisters, one of the reasons I don't mess with my father. And I'm going to say this to you, Grandpa Johnson, since you've been all over the internet slandering me with my enemies.
He ain't slandering you.
You've been all over the internet. Now, you chilled out the last couple of years, and I respect you for that. But nobody's father.
He literally acts as if someone says something that he doesn't like is slander. That is not the definition or concept of the word slander. You moron. He clearly doesn't know the law. Clearly does not know the law. And he doesn't want to know it because he would just do a Google search. Criticism is not slander. Slander is provably false statements with a reckless disregard of the truth. You can't go to court with that BS. That's why he doesn't. Because he knows it's not slander. But he calls everything slander because that's what excites his cult base. While they still fail to look up definitions of terms as well. Doxing.
Father should be on the internet slandering their son with their enemies.
Unbelievable.
Nobody's father should be on the internet slandering their son with their enemies. Nobody's father should be on the internet slandering their son with his enemies. You spent time with my daughter behind my back.
Oh no.
You got close with my enemies slandering me on the internet behind my back.
Oh, boo-hoo.
I'm going to respectfully ask you, sir, stay the fuck out of my life and away from my children. I'm not going to tell you no more. I don't mess with you.
You can say it 1,000 more times.
I do not mess with you. Stay out my life. Stay away from my children. I'm not going to tell your ass no more.
Each day, more and more critics post YouTube videos to discuss Umar Johnson's
grandfather. Johnson, keep going around the grandchild. He doesn't have any authority to stop that. He's a coward. Just laugh at him and continue to go see your granddaughter. He does not dictate that. He can't go around his own child. So keep seeing your granddaughter.
Erratic behavior, senseless babblings, predatory orientation towards single Black mothers, severe paranoia, and scamming of the Black community. Day by day, his critics increase in number while his support continues to dwindle.
She told Pastor Bussy that I went down on her. Brothers and sisters, I'm willing to take a lie detector tests. Right. Brothers and sisters, I'm willing to take a lie detector test. Brothers and sisters,
he is so
I'm willing to take a lie detector test. When that woman, after gummy bearing my Shango stick, that woman,
he is so disgusting,
took off her underwear. And I'm telling you, brothers and sisters, and I don't mean no disrespect to feminine energy. I don't mean no disrespect to feminine energy.
While he continues to be disrespectful by sitting here talking about bedroom matters with someone that he's mad at only because she spoke out about him. Once again, because he has no spine. You don't like criticism. Stop being a public figure. Keep your ass off social media and go sit down and read a book. But this is what you're subjected to. And you don't have the spine. Everybody's not meant for social media. He's obviously too weak to handle social media.
I don't mean no disrespect to feminine energy. When she took her underwear off, brothers and sisters, she smelled like something crawled up inside of her and died. She smelled like an old fish tank. You ever smell a fish tank that somebody ain't cleaned in like 2 years? They got goldfish in there. They got all kind of fish. And it ain't been cleaned in years. That's what she smelled like when she took off those funky drawers. Her drawers were so old and so funky that I thought it was a wife beater. That's how stretched out her drawers was. Her drawers were so old and
all this coming from a walking ape that has his own booty hairs stuck to his face to make a beard and a mustache. You know, this goatee is brought to you by pubic hairs. I'm sure it's endless down there. He looks like he smells like funky corn chip Doritos, Fritos with soured cabbage and soured milk all in one pot, just stewing. I mean, the fact that you refuse to brush your teeth with toothpaste speaks volumes. But the fact that you continuously spit all over the camera and we all have to see this nonsense come out of your mouth is even worse. Let's not forget about that post-nasal drip you keep sniffling and swallowing. Because, you know, Umar swallows.
So funky. I thought her underwear was a slingshot. Her drawers were so funky and so stank.
He's an idiot.
Brothers and sisters, that I thought it was a wife beater, brothers and sisters, and I don't mean no disrespect. So when she said, it's my turn, after she got finished swallowing the Shango, she said, it's my turn. After she got finished swallowing the Prince of Pan-Africanism, she said, it's my turn. And I'm sitting there and I'm saying to myself, how do I get out of this? Because it ain't no way under God's heaven that King Kong consciousness face, nose, tongue, lips, ears, or hairline is going anywhere near that cootie cat. Brothers and sisters, listen.
Y'all know you can tell when he lying when you start squinting up his eyes real tight. Because that lying, it's like a physiological reaction where it automatically brings shame. Whether he feels it or not is irrelevant. But it's almost like a level of shame factor to it, because it's like I'm not trying to face the people I'm talking to eye to eye. So let me squint my eyes up so I don't have to look at these people as I lie to them. That is something I pointed out yesterday in the show. He lies like hell, and that's one of the physiological reactions he does with lying. He squints up his eyes real tight. Because any other time he could talk with his eyes wide open. Even make them wider than normal. But squinting, that's not something, it's not like a tick. It's something that you have to actually focus on doing. It takes facial muscles to do all of that. So the fact that he is only doing this when he's telling a flat out lie is his way of coping with that lie he's telling, because he's not looking at people eye to eye when he's saying it. That's how much of a coward he is. He can't even look you in the eye and lie to you directly without squinching.
Brothers and sisters, listen.
Pay attention. Look at that.
She told Pastor Bussy,
look how he's squinching
that I went down on her. I'm willing to take a lie detector test.
You don't need to. We see your
I
eyes.
am willing to take a lie detector test, brothers and sisters. That woman smelled like a dead cow mixed with sour milk and menstruated underwear that was found in a funky alleyway. I lie to you not. She is so acidic.
Look at it. Squishing eyes.
Her yoni-verse is so acidic.
Look at it.
She needs a baptism. She needs a deep cleanse.
Lying.
She needs an exorcism. I think she got demons living in that bat cave. I think she got demons living in that bat cave, brothers and sisters. And she thought that the world's most requested scholar was going to go down on her. Oh, no. My women got to be fresh and clean. My women got to smell like fresh peaches.
Lying.
Fresh daffodils.
Lying.
My women got to smell like fresh roses. If you want these lips to ever touch your peach cobbler, if you want this tongue to ever massage your honeycomb hideout, you got to be clean. You got to be clean. And she need a deep cleanse. Talking about I ate out your fish tank. You have an aquarium down there. She has an aquarium down there with every creature in the ocean. She got squid. She got clams between her legs. She got oysters. She got shrimps between her legs. She got salmon, whiting, tilapia, you name it. She got it. Squid, octopus, every funky creature is between them legs, brothers and sisters. She needs a yoni steam, a yoni dream, and a yoni clean. She need a yoni steam, a yoni dream, and a yoni clean.
He's the worst.
So, I do not know if my firstborn is still with us in the flesh or not. People have been texting me that she may have unalived herself. God forbid. I'm going to hope for the best that no such thing has happened.
Oh,
and I'm going to speak to Baby Smurf's situation in a minute. I'm going to speak to that.
That's his way of handling that? Y'all, that is the end of episode 9. This is how he handled someone telling him that she may have done something to herself. That is crazy. I'm going to speak to that. Are you serious? That's not how normal parents react. Normal parents would be like, hold on, where are you at? Where's she at? I need to, I gotta go. I gotta catch a flight. I gotta get to my kid. Is it serious? That's how that ends. What a coward he is. Let me tell y'all something. Who child? But still, listen, we got episode 10 tomorrow night and a couple other videos that I want to watch and check out. This has been something else. This is eye-opening. And a lot of the content in these series I have not seen. And there's so many videos with Umar clown ass that it's like, I'm gonna be honest, hard to keep up sometimes, because as soon as you're done doing a video on one thing, it's like 16 more videos you gotta try to catch up on just to get some context and understanding about who he is and what he's got going on and how deplorable and depraved he is. All of that is necessary to determine whether or not someone like him is fit to be around children. You know, I would hope that everyone would do their research like this and fact check him in real time. Just like I pulled up, the information about Black communities that were built by Black people that he claims didn't exist. Or Black schools that were built by Black people. Bethune-Cookman College is still existing. It still exists. It's an HBCU. That was built by a Black woman for Black girls. What he's allegedly having this idea to do, because this never came to fruition, it's not a new concept. This is something that Black people have been doing throughout the decades. He would not be the first Black person to try to open up a school. The problem is he's not going to ever open it because he knows that he doesn't have the money or the wherewithal or the financial plan in place or sponsors or donors or the guidance or legal team or anything to execute it. So it's crazy. And he's sitting here, he can't see his own daughter, but he wants to forbid his father from seeing the baby. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. And this is how he handles the idea or even, a concern that his daughter may have tried to self-harm. He doesn't even care about his children. So let the grandfather go visit them and spend time with him. He literally exists as if he gets to, he has the right to control people, control the internet, control social media, control people's wallets. No, you don't. No, you don't. So this is something else. I've had fun overall. And y'all, when it comes to the trolls are trolls, right? I'm not I'm not gonna sit here and if I have to start blocking and locking down the trolls and stuff like that, I'll be doing that all day. Because Umar trolls be watching like a hawk. I've already had a video done about me by someone I channel I don't watch. I've never seen. I haven't seen that video. I don't care. I'm not gonna give energy to that. So as you all can see, that's how I handle it. Once I realize the trolls are gonna sit here and deter and deflect and try to divert from the point at hand, and they have no facts or anything to prove. They just throwing out whataboutisms. I don't do whataboutisms. I don't do conspiracy theory. I don't do that stuff. If I have an opinion on something, it's based on facts. That's it. That's how we operate here in the Lady Luck Club. We're in the YouTube mansions, not in the YouTube gutters. So that's why I let the gentleman handle the male troll. I'm not doing it. I hope you've had fun, Manny. That's what Manny was doing. He was handling the mail troll. All right. I appreciate all of you all for tuning in. Thank you all so much for the support. Make sure you guys are hitting the like button. Shout out to the Information Man Show for the $4 super. Thank you so much. Much respect to you. Much respect to you as well, Information Man Show. Make sure you guys check out Information Man Show's content on his YouTube channel. Fantastic content creator. The Informant Media came through. Johnny Walker Dredd came through. Black Anonymous was in here with us for a while. Shout out to all of you all engaging in the chat. Oh, I did not block him. I didn't block him. So if he comes back, you'll be able to see him. He's not blocked, Manny. I just want to say his name. I'm not sending him views. I'm a woman that took care of your mother in that nasty apartment, which is hers, and you're living off of my income. I heard her tell all this information on my real platform. Yeah, I mean, we want to see signs of life. Why does he think he gets to control his mother to where the siblings can't see her? You don't control any human being, Umar. And you're literally showing how soulless and evil you are by not letting your mother see her other children that she gave birth to. She has the right to see her other children. It's so disgusting. So tomorrow we will be back with episode 10. And then a couple videos, and that will be the finale unless Lenon does another episode. And if he does, we'll be caught up. And I've had a ball. This is 3 hours, 35 minutes long. So if you gotta do the replay, put it on 1.5 playback speed. It gets even funnier. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. Once again, we have $25 goal, but we got $4 of the $25 goal. And I appreciate that just as much. And I want to thank you guys so much for the support. Hit that like button, and that keeps the videos in the algorithm. And I will see you all tomorrow night at 8 p.m. And until then, you guys take care of yourselves and each other. Lady Luck Club out. Have a good night. Deuces.